Hey, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Never Say Die, where we
Yay!
attempt to play an exciting game of Dungeons and Dragons. We will be playing Dungeons and Dragons. The excitement, well, we'll do our best.
I think it'll be pretty exciting considering where we're starting off today.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
I mean, we might all die,
Hey, it makes for a good time, right?
Say throwback to episode 1.
Is that we're calling for a reboot already? Well, how are you guys? Everyone had a good week, I hope, and has stayed safe. Welcome back, everyone, viewing at home and throughout the week. Once again, happy to be here on the #Arena Twitch channel. And as always, joined by Sasha, Sean, and Matt.
Hello, everybody.
Happy
So-
Thursday.
Yeah, so just to jump right in with a recap, you had the group had been exploring a bit of Talisdat and came across after agreeing to fill in a fight card in this questionably legality-wise fight pit sequestered down underneath the Black Dragon Inn. You sought a place where you could rest up and just happened to come in contact and stumble across a fellow turtle this far from the Menagerie Coast, who was a very skilled potter and ceramics expert. And he offered the hospitality of his rather characteristically turtle dwelling, open to the air and elements. And you were able to rest up and prepare for the upcoming festivities at the Black Dragon fighting pits. After traveling back, you were escorted down by the now familiar Turk and Reggie, the large ogre and even larger minotaur female, who brought you down and escorted you in, and you found yourself in the fight club of the Black Dragon Inn. You made a side bet with Rommel Proximus that should you win, you would double your earnings, but if you were to concede or yield in your competition, you would forfeit those earnings back to the house. And as you stepped forward and were introduced up to the fighting area, crackling sound and arcane arc suddenly sprung from these two globes up on poles, and a wall of force snapped into place, separating you from the spectators who had gathered to watch. And you heard a grating of metal on metal and the screech of portcullises being raised as snarls and roars and some kind of large feline pounced out from the shadows and engaged, and the fight was about to begin. And that is where we shall pick up.
I do have a clarification question before we get started, because this will be important. With daggers, if you have the 2-weapon fighting, you can use your bonus action as long as it's another light melee weapon?
Correct.
Okay, so I can basically do 2 attacks if I use my daggers.
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understood that right. I've never done it before, so...
Yes, you're able to add, what it is you're able to add your proficiency to the attack. With the two weapon fighting? you get your. I'm sorry.
My headset got unplugged. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Oh, that's okay. You get, if you don't have the two weapon style, or the feat, you don't add your proficiency to the second offhanded attack.
So that would be
But
just
with that, but you have that. That's your fighting style, correct?
I mean, it's under features. Like I'm looking at it right now. Under where'd it go? Yeah, actions in combat, 2-weapon fighting. When you use the attack action, attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon in the other. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage. Okay, unless the modifier is negative. And I can also throw it if I want to. Okay.
You don't. Yes, but you do add your proficiency bonus to the 2 hit.
Okay,
Just
the
not to
proficiency
the
bonus would be the attack plus, but instead of doing 1d4 plus 4, it'd just be 1d4.
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understood, so I know
Absolutely.
all of my options.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
D&D trivia brought to you by Syrinscape.
Okay. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
And we'll bring up this fight map.
Ooh, we are so zoomed in. Let's fix that.
I'll take it.
Oh my god, where am I? Oh boy. Oh, that's not me. That was green. Oh, I'm white. Oh, wow. Okay.
Excuse me. And for all of you watching at home, I apologize. I've got a bit of a chest cold, so I cough from time to time. I will try to not do so into the microphone, however, blow everyone's eardrums out. Okay, so pouncing out and leaping out of the shadows of this off area, you see 2 extremely large, muscular, panther-like creatures moving towards you. Their heads almost sliding directly into their shoulders, as if like their necks are just all one. You see that they have wiry, dull purple, gray like fur, matted along the back, but you can see tufts of it kind of flaring out from their shoulders. Their eyes, however, truly stick with you, as they are almost fish-like and have no lids. Their noses are just slits where the break in the skin, as they kind of sniff at you and to feel you out. And you see these 2 large tusks coming from the bottom of their mouths up their face. Something like that.
It's got frog eyes.
So they have leapt forward and just come to land on the top of the stairs. And at their shoulders, they tower over you, Adric, easily standing about 6 feet tall at the shoulder.
Sick.
You haven't asked, but as you guys have come up onto the this kind of raised, slightly raised dais up here, you see that the roof, the ceiling here, in this particular area is much higher than where the other areas around. It's almost like a domed ceiling above you that goes up to about 40 feet above you. Adric, you're with your kind of dwarvish stone sense, looking up, you realize that's probably the street level, and that you're very much likely underneath the street at this point. And it is your initiative, Sir Battlehammer.
Is the initiative in order? Because I have a 20.1.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't put it in order. Sorry.
Okay.
Ladies first.
All right, I am going to head this way. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I can't go on there? Can I go up here?
That is a door.
There's literally no. Shit. I'm trying to find.
The bad guys are the other way.
Yeah, but I'm trying to hide.
This down here is open.
What is this? I didn't. Which one?
Down here.
That one. Okay, then I would like. Aha. Oh, I see. Oh my. Okay. I would like to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Roll a stealth.
Oh, let's go. Please be good.
Ooh.
Yes.
20.
Starting off with a natural 20. All right.
And then I'm gonna pull out my bow, and I would like to pop out and shoot this one. And I would get sneak attack because I'm hiding, right?
Yeah, we'll say yes. There's some question since it's all in one turn that you were visible prior, but we'll say that you're able to break its line of sight and shoot from partial cover. Let me just let's do it this way. Yeah. Okay. Definitely. Yeah. Just checking its perception.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thought that was gonna be a 1 for a second.
Yeah, you'll need to move out.
Oh yeah, I'll
into
pop
the
out.
space as long as you've got that much movement.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you were here originally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to hide and 6 to come out. So that's your
Which is
entire
fine.
movement.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll the 17.
I see that. Your arrow takes off and you lodge it. And you can hear the thump of it hitting into the flesh. And you hear this kind of feline, like deep snarl as your arrow strikes true. You also hear, somewhat muted because of the wall of force that separates you. You do hear the crowd kind of begin to yell out in appreciation for you drawing first blood from the audience.
For 11 damage.
Okay.
And that would be the end of my turn.
Very good.
Okay, dokie.
All right. Adric.
All right. Just to confirm, you shot this one right in front of me?
This one right here.
Yep. All right. Sick. That's where I was going anyway. I'm like, oh, this wouldn't be the first thing I killed something with fish eyes. I'm gonna step up to it, and I'm gonna make a little swing with the edict blade. Roll the hit.
Oh,
and a natural 1. All right. Well, I'm gonna go home. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. That was the last episode.
Oh no.
All right.
So you, in your haste, rush forward, and perhaps with some of the congealed blood on the floor still, you get a bit of a wobbly step as you go to swing, and you just simply don't get any force behind it at all. As you swing the edict blade across, and it hits the tough hide of the shoulder of this panther-like beast, it just kind of bounces off, and you swear you can see it. The fish-like eyes kind of look down where you hit it and look back at you, and its head kind of cocks, and drool starts to come out, or it snarls and shows one of its fangs right into your face. this close, you can actually smell the fetid breath as he exhales into you.
Great.
You got anything else?
Just my embarrassment.
Look, you got it out of the way.
Yeah, I got that one out of the way now.
It's that peg leg, man.
Yeah. Just slipped a little bit.
All right. The crowd also seems to react with a ooh. Okay. All right, Clem, that brings you up.
All right. I will start off with a bonus action to call on the power of my ancestors and cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right. And where do you want it to appear?
We'll put it right in front of. Oops, I didn't mean that. Okay, give me that. We'll put it right in front of. We'll put it right here, right in front of the kitty.
So
and
this,
it appears in the form of a big coconut crusher warhammer that the turtles used in Chelan to crush open coconuts. There.
Something like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we'll smack
so this
it.
glowing coconut crusher appears and smites down, smashing into this beast that you see.
Is
go
that,
ahead and roll
is that 16?
That
is that the rolled hit? I just hit the spell. So
it is. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
And
that's
hits?
how you'll do it every bonus action if you want to, keep using it.
Yeah, we'll be doing that every bonus action. And that does hit?
It does. So roll your damage.
Sure.
All right. So you
5 damage.
You land for 5 points of force damage as the hammer. You hear a solid thump as it impacts into the hide of the beast.
And then
go ahead and that's just your bonus action now.
Correct, yeah.
So you still have movement and your full action.
I still have an action, correct. Did you have something else I needed to do?
Nope. I mean, you have an action and a movement still.
Sure, I'm gonna move up and hit him with my what do you call it? My mace.
All right. And you're 19 total hits as you make solid connection and smack him for another 8 points of damage.
We'll take it.
The turtle.
And I'll look to the crowd and smile.
So as Clem kind of crans his neck and it kind of reaches out and kind of just curves around while the rest of his body's engaged, his head kind of works around and he kind of looks at the crowd and he gives this kind of toothy kind of grin to cheers as you make these two great impacts upon the beast.
That's how you do it, Edric.
All right. All right, it is their turn, however. And you see, Clem, this one, even though you are a large, 7-foot tall person yourself, you see its muscles kind of gather and crouch, and it leaps in the air and leaps directly over the top of you.
No shoot.
Oh.
From behind. In a graceful thing, and as it does, it sweeps back and sweeps at you with its claws. With a 17.
Oh, it's called bounce off my shield.
Yes, you're able to your natural shell in the back actually.
Oh, that's even better.
As it swipes across, you could feel grooves maybe I've just been newly planted in your shell as it rakes across, but it
Watch
does
it,
not
cat.
damage you.
Oh my goodness.
This one does the same thing to Adric. He takes the high ground behind him now.
Oh.
And
I have the high ground.
attempts to swipe at him with his claws. Oh, but with his critical fail. The cat, in its
Gonna do
normal
more.
feline grace, slips on the same type of congealed blood that Adric just slipped on, showing that area being a bit treacherous. He slides a little bit so that Adric's able to duck underneath the claw that is somewhat clumsily swiped at him. All right. That is their entire turn. The crowd is now starting to get in it. You can even, in the midst of your fighting, you can hear kind of some of the cheers and the taunts. Some of them seem to be rooting for you. Some of them seem to be rooting for the cats.
They're all cheering for their money and their bets.
Oh, I feel like they passed that. Oh. 5, 10.
What you got for us?
Okay, I am going to. Whoop. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna show right there. I think I'm gonna try. Do I want to do this? Yeah. I am gonna go ahead and cast Toll the Dead on this one. The lower of the two.
Okay.
I think I make. Nope. He must make a Wisdom saving throw.
He does indeed.
DC 12.
Ooh.
Oh, did he make
19
it?
on the die. 19 on the die. So,
It does nothing.
So, as Gwendolyn moves forward, she pulls out a small little bell, and you can hear her kind of tinkle. And it's a cute little sound. It's a little ding, 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 ding. Apparently, the cat is not fazed by the thought of its own mortality, and is able to shrug off the feeling of impending doom that your spell would have normally invoked.
Okay. I think that's all I can do for this turn. Yep, that's all I got.
Okay.
Actually,
Sure.
could I use my bonus action to put my bow away
Yep.
and not drop it? Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to put my bow away. And then, can I draw weapons this, or do I have to wait for the next one?
No, if you use your bonus action to stow, your interaction could be to draw.
Okay, I'm gonna stow
At least one.
at least one, even if it's
Yeah.
like just daggers out.
Well, your interaction on your next turn would
Okay.
be you could take the other one out. So
Okay.
6 to
That's
1,
fine.
half in the other. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're in the process of doing that. Okay. Adric, you find yourself in the midst of two giant 6 foot tall at the shoulder panther-like creatures with huge tusks and fish-like eyes snarling on you. You can't even see now the audience that is looking to give you support or strength or cheering for your death. You're not exactly sure.
Let's hope I can shake some of that congealed blood off my peg leg. I'm going to use, because I'm hoping this will help us for the rest of this, I'm going to burn one of my spell slots and use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on this one in front of me.
The bottom one or the top one?
Yeah, bottom one. The one that I've been in a critical
Okay.
fail fight with.
All right. is so marked with your yellow dice color.
Sick. All right, and then I'm gonna take another swing, and hope to redeem my dignity. Okay, 17 to hit.
Yay.
17 hits.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna roll that damage, and then I gotta add an extra d6 to it. That's 6 slashing, and then extra d6.
6, 7, 8.
So 8 slashing.
Wonder what that 10 is for.
If
I
it's a
think that's
goblinoid.
goblinoids, yeah, right?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it automatically is doing that. Perfect. All right, so 8 points of slashing damage.
Oh, wait, no. It's
As the Edict Blade slices across and opens up a nice gash along the front shoulder of this particular beast. Really quickly, all three of you roll for me a nature check. Clem and Adric do it at advantage.
Okay.
Cool.
14.
All right, 13. Am I higher? Another 1. Jesus.
Ooh.
18. Rolled a 19 with a -1, we'll say, because I'm not the smartest turtle in the crowd.
Yeah, wasn't that really weird that it shows 19 and a 3 on the die,
Yeah.
but on the thing it's showing 2 18s. I tell you, roll 20.
Hey, no.
I don't
know.
trust
trust
20
the-
dice.
For what it was, the other one was a 19, and then it bumped into it and made it.
Yeah, I noticed it did do that.
Clem, you are looking at this. It tickles in your mind that these are like creatures that you've heard tell of from the wastes on the far side of the Kryn dynasty, and that you've heard tell of these type of large creatures that are even sometimes used as mounts by some of the warriors in the dynasty, and that these are moorbounders.
More
I
about
thought they sounded familiar. That's exciting.
Okay, good. All right, Adrian.
Sorry.
Anything else? No, I love it.
No, I think that's it.
All right. So as you slice open, you believe that you can hear a general round of actually applause go up from the crowd that you can't actually hear. All right, Clem.
I can speak as a free action, I would assume, before I do anything.
course.
Adric, you want any help hitting these things?
Sure.
I'll cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So they need a dex save. I counted it out. I can get it 20 feet, 4 foot by 4 foot, getting both of them without getting us.
Okay. So one fails,
Fails.
and the other, what's the DC?
14. So that one saves.
Okay.
So top one fails, bottom one saves.
Yep.
Oh.
Better than nothing.
What color
Where is-
is your fairy fire?
Oh, it is like a pinkish violet. It's beautiful. Very eccentric today.
Pinkish violet, like a hot pink or a light pale.
Yeah, we'll go hot pink.
Okay.
He changes it depending on his mood, but he's feeling flamboyant right now. The flamboyant turtle.
Affected creatures shed them light after greatest damage. Affected creature or object has advantage.
All right, let's give it a bigger glow than that, shall
Yeah, I
we?
can't.
All right. You should see
Which-
him glowing now.
I do not.
Well, it's not a huge glow. It's just a little bit compared to the other one, but I didn't want to make it obnoxious.
No, I don't see any.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any glow at all.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Do you see it, Matt?
No, I don't see
On
it.
this guy, you don't see it?
No.
No.
Well, that's unfortunate because he's glowing on mine. Oh well.
We could use our
Do you see the
imagination.
glow? Do you see the hammer glowing? Oh, you don't
No.
see that either.
I see the hammer glowing.
I don't see the hammer going.
I just see the hammer.
It's hammer time.
Interesting.
Hammer
All
is
right.
glowing
Well,
too.
so
Oh,
apparently
the top one
only
is
if
the one.
you have control of it or it's in your thing. All right. Anyway, then let me do a different little mark on him so that we know he's glowing. There.
Should I I don't know if this is gonna do it at advantage if I hit with my spiritual weapon. I'll give it a shot. Looks like it didn't, but that's probably gonna hit. But I'll try to do that crit, right?
I don't think
It
it'll
hits.
do it automatically, will it?
No, you just
The
have to roll
advantage, you
twice.
have to roll it.
Hits are coming in.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage. The first one would have hit anyway. I guess you were
Sure.
looking for a crit. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
looking for a crit, exactly.
Yeah.
Can I crit on a spiritual weapon?
Sure.
Cool. All right. 7.
All right.
7 damage. I rolled a 3.
Yeah, so this coconut crusher smacks into his, hit him right on the forehead this time. Bong. Bad kitty. I'm gonna have the NAPC ringing at my door. Okay, and I'm assuming then now you're going to.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Well, you're breaking up.
You can't very far.
Right. Yeah, that was my action.
I hear it too. Yeah, Mickey went like straight
Yeah.
robot, and his camera's frozen.
Cool.
Nope.
You hear rock
It's almost comical.
A Warforged enters the arena.
Oh my god.
in the background. Boys.
Thank you to Syrinscape.
He's just saying what just happened. Like we're wondering the same thing.
This game, or so music from Syrinscape. It's pretty dope. You know, we've been using it for what, a handful of sessions now.
Thank you, Syrinscape.
Do you hear kind of like the hollow thing that sometimes goes through, like with the Moorbounder sound? That. It's really, I just think it's cool. I just think it's neat.
We should start talking strategy now that Mickey can't hear us.
Right? Yeah, you guys know we tend to have technical issues. It's something we have to work through, but you know,
Yeah,
sorry
that's all
about
good.
that. But
Mickey will
it's never. Is it you know at this point like is it really never say die without like a little?
I mean, it's just the nature of like doing this all
Well,
online. Is sometimes tech
Yeah.
just goes no. That's okay. My friend was running a game last Sunday, and Roll20 completely went down on her. So she spent a good like 20 minutes describing these hills. It was wonderful.
That's the worst.
But yeah, guys, we're sorry about the tech issues. We're trying to get it back up as quickly as possible.
Roll20 is working great for us. So
Yeah, Roll20's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's more Discord.
No, so the reason why I got so excited when you told us what these are is in Critical Role, they actually go to Jorhas, which is where the Kryn Dynasty is, and they get some more bounders. And they actually use
that
them as
sounds like
mounts.
spoilers.
It's minor. It's so minor.
Listen, I'm on episode 4. I don't need to hear these spoilers.
Look,
That's
it's been
gonna
out
be
for
why
over
you're
a year. It's free game.
You're gonna tell me that they met a turtle.
I say nothing. I'm super stressed about today's episode, though. I'll say that much. That's as much as I'll say, but I'll say that much.
I have it on good information that they're very stressed about this fight. All of them.
Oh, yeah.
All those guys.
Yeah.
They're all stressed about the fight.
Yeah. Well, it's even just like where it left off last episode. It's just like.
Yeah. We have a lot of money riding on this.
Yeah. All of my money. All my money is riding on this fight.
Yeah.
All I want to do is bring one of these things home with me now.
Discord crash. That's what.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, sorry about that. Discord crashed on you guys.
Yeah, it's all good.
Everybody can hear me now?
Yes, much better.
Okay. That is really
Your
weird.
video's being really jumpy, though.
Yeah.
All right, so
no.
Proxima.
Oh. Did it? Nope.
Can you hear me now?
You're frozen again.
We can hear you. We just can't
We
see
can
you.
hear you better than we
All
can
good.
see you. Yeah.
For the moment. Did it crash again?
Oh shit.
Sorry about this, guys.
He's going to make more of these Moorbounders
I
show
don't
up.
think so.
Yeah, you're frozen, Mickey.
Try to just turn off the camera feed and turn it back on, maybe. Because we can hear you fine. You're not
don't know why.
robotic anymore.
Hey, you sound great.
Okay. Well, let's leave the camera off for just a minute. Let's see what happens here.
Okay.
So, I don't know where I cut out. So Proxima is Rommel is. Oh, that really messed up everything. I'm sorry.
I'm the dungeon master now. Oh, nope. I'm gone now. There's the lag.
All right. So what happened, Sasha?
What?
All right. So Rommel, working up the crowd up into a frenzy. The Moorbounders pacing about you, and it's looking for a way.
Does
Can you guys not hear me?
We can.
We
You're-
heard looking
you're
for a
frozen
way.
again.
And then
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear
now.
us?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't care what the video is. If you guys can hear me,
Kind of.
like,
You're cutting out again.
continue, please. The Moorbounder moves, tries to get on either side of you. So the Moorbounder, just watch the chat, I guess, and thing. You'll see that it tries to sweep at you, Clem.
Okay.
The one in front of you attacks.
Does-
With a 15 and misses. Does what?
Does the Moorbounder that just moved away from Adric an attack of
No.
opportunity? No? Oh, okay.
No, because he was not engaged with that Moorbounder at all.
Oh,
He was
gotcha.
engaged with the other.
Never mind.
There was no interaction between the two of them at all. Look, so he moves up. They're looking for a place to try to see if they can get. They like to attack from behind. It appears. So they're kind of just caging back and forth, sneaking back and forth. I'm over here doing visualizations,
there you go.
and you guys can't see me.
Eesh.
That one though hits
Yes, it did.
as it rakes its claws, scoring over the top of your shield as you take 11 points of slashing damage from these large claws that rake across you.
Oh, they hit hard.
Yeah. Might be having more issues, or we still have you here, Mickey? It went silent.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm working on it. Okay. You hear. You definitely now are hearing. In the background, Rommel is working the crowd to a frenzy. He's like, "Come on, do something!"
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, and I'm gonna attack dagger. First dagger, please be good. Oh, that was horrible. It was
Now,
the
why
17. I didn't mean to
attacking with
have it on there.
advantage?
Because I was
Okay.
going to attack the other one, but I decided to attack this one instead, and I forgot to pop the thing off. But it's
13 hits.
Really? It's good to
So
know.
you're able to draw blood.
Yeah. And this one would be with sneak attack because he's against Adric. He's focused on Adric.
He's within 5 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure my sneak attack is selected. 11.
Still, better than a stick in the eye.
And then I'm gonna stick him again with my other dagger.
Okay.
Whew. Yeah.
I saw that 3.
I'm just like, okay, because this is the second one, I would. Should I just roll a d4 instead of
D4.
clicking
Yep.
the
Just
dagger
roll.
thing?
Yep. Yes. Just roll a d4.
2.
Okay. So, and then you come underneath and you give a swipe up and you catch him underneath the jaw with a little bit of a flick. And you see kind of their reaction now. You know, it's more cagey. He's panting more. You've definitely you wounded him. He's now got your arrow sticking out of one flank still and multiple cuts. You can see him bleeding.
That would be the end of my turn. That's all I can do.
It is. Okay. Okay. Edric.
All right. To avoid seeing how hard these things can hit, I'm going to use 10 of my as my bonus action. Put 10 lay on hands on myself, so I can heal up a bit. And then as my action, I'm going to take another little swipe.
Okay.
Put the up. All right. First one, 22. I still had advantage on from the nature check. Sorry. So yeah, 22 to
That's
hit.
okay. Yeah. So you strike and strike true with the Edict Blade.
All right. Let's roll that damage.
Nice.
All right, so it's 13 plus I get the d6 from the hunter's mark. 13 plus, come on, 6. Yes!
Yes!
Nice.
19 points.
You hear the pain as it, and then it gurgles out as your blade strikes it, and then drags across, and as you sever its neck as it wells up with blood, you see the light fade from its eyes as it slumps to the ground, dead.
Ha! Is that a show for ya?
All right. Anything else?
Now just cheering in victory. Super hyped.
You hear the crowd kind of into it now, begins to yell and cheer. All right. Clem,
All right. I will
seeing this one down and dead.
move
Do
my
you want
hammer
to,
up behind it.
Clem, I'm sorry. Just give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Adric, I forgot to ask you. You have the ability with your bonus action. Oh, did you use your bonus action there?
I did, yeah, to heal, to use my lay on hands.
Okay, so the hunter's mark, I believe you will lose it then.
Yes, yep,
If you
that's
don't
fair.
move it right away. But I will double check, and I don't think you can. You might be able to move it for the full duration. So the
Make
corpse
sure-
is now still marked. So the next turn you might be able to move it with a bonus action.
Target draws for you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours. It says
Yep.
on the.
So as long as it's within the duration of the spell, and you
Yeah.
don't cast another concentration, because I believe it's a concentration.
Yes. Yep. Concentration.
You need to actually then you got hit, so roll a Constitution save to see if it stayed up at all.
You're okay.
You didn't need the D6 to kill it, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
You're breaking up again, Mickey.
Okay, so yeah, so your natural 20 on the die. You.
Holding strong. Sorry, guys. We seem to be having a little more.
Clem, I can't hear you if you're talking.
You were breaking
I'm
it
not.
up. We were
Yes.
waiting on you.
I really couldn't hear you at all.
Just waiting for you to talk.
It went completely silent. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I don't know where the problem is coming from. So, Clem, it's your go though.
Should we take 5 or should I go? I'm gonna go here and attack with my spiritual weapon.
Nice.
I'm
Which should hit.
Yep.
11 force. Nice.
Nice. About to take that thing out by yourself.
Yeah.
Your spiritual hammer comes down. Your spiritual hammer comes down, and the moorbounder, and you can hear a sickening crunch this time as it drives the head down, and all 6 feet of it crumble to the ground as it expires. The crowd lets out at first a tentative cheer, and then you hear them kind of sigh and like it was and Rommel turns around. Fear not, friends. Fear not, friends. This is but the appetizer.
Of course.
And as he snaps his fingers 3 times, you hear the grating again as released, and you see leaping forward, out comes another large shape. And 2 more shapes come bounding out, leaping over the body now of the fallen and past you in a 20-foot long jump, landing into the room. This one, you can see, is more cagey. And it has a little bit of a different look to it. This more bounder, while it's clearly a more bounder, appears to have protrusions and blade-like razor sharp their turn as they come out. Gwendolyn, that brings it to you.
Oh, okay.
Do I not get an action or?
Oh yeah, because that was a spiritual weapon that did that.
Yeah, I never got an action.
You do. I'm sorry. We kind of broke combat there for a minute and then kind of came back in.
Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay, that's fine.
Because they had died out, and then Proxima is the one who Rommel kind of called out and then called for this the second wave to be released.
Okay, sorry, I didn't realize that. I thought they all happened at the same time.
But you have your movement, Clem?
I would have just stayed there. It's fine.
To move.
No, I'm good.
Now, Mike, you probably didn't hear any when I said any of that.
We heard you describing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your video's just frozen.
All right. So on their turn, he leaps past you and into the room. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Okay. I am going to. Sure. All right. I'm gonna actually go. Oh, I don't want to use. No, I'm just gonna step forward and dagger. I know I don't have sneak attacks, so. 18 for the first hit.
That hits.
Make sure sneak attacks on. That'll be 7 damage. And then second dagger is a 20, dirty 20. And that one will be 2 damage.
Okay. So 9 total.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Uh-oh.
Ah, shit.
Okay. The bristled Mordecai leaps forward and lands on the far side of you. He's kind of cagey. He comes around, sneaking behind you, and it almost kind of it brushes up against you with its body, dragging the blades across open with these bladed bristles.
That hits.
22 hits, yes. For 10 points of slashing.
Oh, that's half of my health. Ouch.
And then it comes back to try to rake you with its claws, but it is unable to do so as it misses you with its claws.
That's scary.
That is terrifying.
As it snarls at you and growls. You hear the oohs no from the crowd as they watch you. Alright. That ends its turn as it stays engaged with you. It doesn't seem to be at all afraid of you. and try to tear away.
Help!
Adric,
Yeah, seeing this big thing bounding, I guess I'll use my bonus
you're
action.
able to move
Yeah.
through the space that this is occupying.
I think I can use that bonus action to move that hunter's mark now, right? If so, I'd like to move it to
Move the hunter's mark.
Yes, Mr. Big Beastie. Just attacked my friend.
Yep. So which one?
And yep, big boy, and then I'm gonna move 5,
Bristle
10. Yes. Yeah, the bristle. I think maybe
Okay.
you're a little delayed. I think that's what I keep trying to answer. But then I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna try to give him a little slice and dice. A little Adric special.
Edict Blade. Okay.
Yes. Roll the hit. Oh, I saw that 9. Well, it's 15 to hit.
You see that his hide is a bit tougher than the ones you've been fighting with these metal, or these bony, spike bladey appendages on them, but the Edict Blade still cuts in with some more resistance. You're able to drag it through. Side.
Awesome. All
So go
right.
ahead and roll damage.
All right. Roll damage. All right. So 8, and then I get that extra d6. So 10 points of slashing.
Okay. So you open up a pretty lengthy gash as blood. You get a small spray of blood, and you can start to see it kind of glistening down as it oozes out and down the sleek, dark gray fur of the bristled moorbounder. And you can hear the crowd kind of cheering you on at this point. Excited for your to see the fresh gout of blood being spilled. All right, Clem.
Did you say we can move over these moorbounders as difficult terrain?
You can push past them. They're kind of taking up space, but you're able to move through.
So I can do that?
Yep.
Cool. I will I'll attack this one that hasn't been touched yet first with a spiritual weapon.
Okay. He actually has been hit.
Oh, he has, okay.
But the spiritual weapon on this one time, you're unable to make contact as you direct the spiritual weapon to smash into him.
And then I'll try again with my mace.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, and that misses as well. Ouch.
I got distracted by the adoring crowd.
it's going a little too ham.
As I moved up to the force field.
Okay. As they see you kind of miss, you hear some jeers in the background. All right.
We can't hear you if you're saying anything, Mickey.
It uses its action to disengage and kind of bound away a little bit to give some space. Gwen, that's you now.
I am going to, since that one moved. This one's engaged with Adric, right? Because he stabbed it.
Very much so.
I'm gonna dagger.
It certainly did. And
And
it attacked you, so it's engaged with you as well.
Do I still get sneak attack though?
Okay.
Okay, so first dagger. Ugh! Nope.
You do.
Oh boy.
Second dagger.
Oh.
Unfortunately not.
Wow! Wow.
We're getting
Okay.
destroyed on these rolls now.
That sucks. Okay, I can't do anything
You guys
else.
have rolled a 3, a 3, a 4, a 2, and a 3.
Yeah, not looking so hot.
Incoming natural 20 from this monster's next attack.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I think
Discord.
Discord's having issues.
For sure.
Did Mickey just blow up?
Discord has been a peach
Yep.
today. He said, I think we're gonna have to take a break. All right, guys. So I guess then right now we'll use this time to take a break, mid-fight. Go grab some popcorn or something, and then we'll try to figure this out and come back.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
All right, let's give this another try, shall we, kids? Smoke them if you got them, I guess. We'll see if the gremlins have been exercised. I did a reboot. I burned some sage. I kicked the cat. I'll say. Not literally.
I was like, Mickey.
Hey,
Just saying. First of all,
we are a
Bilbo
cat-friendly channel.
Bilbo is very skittish, and he's quicker than I am. So there ain't no way I'd land it anyway. And he's got better sense when I'm having technical difficulties to stay the hell away from me. Alrighty. So, we were in the midst of a massive battle, and the gremlins took over. So, I believe Gwendolyn had just attempted to make 2 slashes with her daggers, but
And
unfortunately,
horribly.
yeah. So just to recap for those of you who might have missed it in the technical difficulties, the party has now rolled a 2. I'm sorry, a 3, a 4, a 2, and a 3 in successive attack rolls. So just to kind of set the stage back on where we were.
Mine were intentional. Just putting it out there.
Okay. Yeah, because who doesn't like a challenge?
Yep, exactly. I'm just
All
bowling
right.
through these things,
The bristled one kind of paces back and forth at you. And once again, it tries to swipe. It tries to use its bladed side to swipe at Gwendolyn.
Please go bad.
13.
Oh, that misses!
So seeing it and already having the slashes across her from the first time, she sees these blades starting to come at her, and she kind of dances away, and at the last second puts up both of her blades in front of her, almost like an X, and deflects the ones that could come close to her, and bristles it away. But the Moorbounder completes its move and uses its claws to rake out at Adric with and lands a blow over the top of your guard, Adric, over your shield.
Sick.
And you take 13 slashing as it slices into you and reopens the wounds that your paladin divine magic had restored. They freshly reopen them. And it uses its motion to finish off, and it leaps over the top of both of you.
And disappears.
It does not.
It melts into the body.
And kind of nudges at the nose, if it's fallen companion, and seeing that it's not moving and never will again, looks up at you, and you swear there's even more of a baleful glow to its eye as it is on the other side of it.
That's sad.
And it continues off, so you both get an attack of opportunity as it leaps over and moves out of range. If you so choose to use it.
Pleasure.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right, so finally,
Is that a nat 20?
No, it was a 19.
No,
Oh.
Wait, what about mine? I think I get a +3, right? To my attack.
Yeah, it didn't turn green.
Is that a
for some
nat 20 on
reason.
a die?
You did. You got a 20.
Yeah, that's a crit.
You hover over it.
Yeah, why didn't you? Okay, but yeah, so go ahead and roll with your crit.
You go first. I'll go after. I'm gonna do baby amounts of damage.
6.
Nice. What?
Okay.
That's weird. It's showing a 10 on your D10 and a 1.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
with
the
that
goblin
roll
ones?
2 damage. That's the goblin damage.
Yeah, that little one.
So the slashing damage, it did
Oh.
1.
That was confusing.
So
Okay.
it's doing 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. So do me a favor. Just
Yeah.
look it. Just roll me a d8.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Nice.
Much better.
That's better.
Okay, so it's a 1 plus your plus 1. So that's 2 plus your strength modifier, which is plus 3.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so that's 5. And then on your crit die, you got an 8. So you did a total of 13.
Oh, do I get the extra D6 because it's got my hunter's mark as well?
I believe so.
Extra 2d6, right?
Right, it's like any time I
Read-
hit it, I think.
Read it again or throw it in the
Oh, yeah.
chat.
What the hell's
I just want to make sure that it's
Yeah.
it's not specific to an attack action or
I hit the
a
wrong
reaction. That's okay.
What the hell? How do I get it to pop up? Thought I hit the I, but that's just showing me what it is.
That's all right. I'll look. So you do a total of 18 points of damage
Nice.
Sick.
And then I'm gonna.
with your critical hit as you rake underneath it and open up a gout of blood that rains down both on you and Gwendolyn.
And then I do
Mhm.
7.
Huge cheers of the crowd as blood and guts are now splashed up on you.
I did 7.
I saw.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, that's
Yeah, you've heard it as it kind of tried to stalk away and get away from you. It now kind of, you can see it kind of caging, pacing back and forth along the far edge of the room. All right, Adric.
All right.
Back to your turn. You're not looking so good there, Slum.
No, definitely in a little bit of pain. I'm gonna use my last 5 points of heals, my bonus action, my lay on hands, because survival. To 9, and then seeing this thing hurt after we just did like some sort of badass like stab it under the belly while it flew over us kind of action. I'm gonna keep chasing it, and try to put this thing out of its misery on it. And I'm gonna look at its friend as I'm running up to it, and I'm gonna be like, if you miss him, you can join him. And then I'm gonna try to hit him.
Don't roll a 1.
Yeah, let's hope not, especially with the shit talking. 19 to hit.
All right, you
Make
don't
it.
roll a 1. Yes, you score, and you can feel the blade biting into its thick hide.
All right, let's roll that spammage. 12 on the
Nice.
damage,
All right,
and then the extra
yeah.
D6.
Hunter's Mark. You were rolling so well for Hunter's Mark.
So that's 17 points of damage.
Oh yeah, he's reeling. He is not looking good at all. There's multiple gouts now, and you can see the blood kind of oozing down and running down his legs, the pool, and leaving bloody paw prints as he moves, and almost cornered. All right, Clem.
All right. Seeing how this guy ran to the other side, Clem is going to chase him down, yelling the entire way.
Nice.
So
Nice.
like a
450-pound, nearly 7-foot tall turtle rushing forward at breakneck pace with a big giant shield and mace screaming as he runs,
nice 24,
which you definitely hit.
8 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then I'll move my spiritual weapon up right behind me. Kind of follows me right behind and go for the double pump and hit it.
Okay.
Just gotta change my page here, and we'll get to it.
Damn.
Nice.
17 on the die, 23 to hit. hits. And
10 damage.
Force damage. Is this familiar sound now of the spiritual weapon just smacking into Moorbounder flesh? It's almost, you hear the groans of the crowd. Ooh, as another huge blow smacks into this almost a sorry kind of sight.
I'll say to it, I say, sit back if you don't want to fight. In case it understands.
Okay.
Or sit down if you don't want to fight.
I don't believe that it does. Because as you say that, it snarls at you and lunges at you with its claws, trying to rake across your shield, but your shield is up and deflects your ancestors' bone and shell protecting you from the claws of the Moorbounder, and you turn it aside as it kind of just moves around you in kind of a pacing kind of motion, fully concentrating on you.
And I'm like, kind of facing it like we're tough, challenging each other.
Okay. We're gonna move here and dagger. First dagger. 18.
It hits.
And that's gonna be with sneak attack because it's engaged with Adric. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Damage.
Okay. So, while it's focused on Adric, Gwendolyn kind of moves in behind, and she's able to get not one of her daggers into the slice that Adric had already opened up at one point, and is able to get it in deep and just rip down. And as she does so, entrails pour out of the belly of this bristled Moorbounder, and he lets out one loud gargling and kind of wet sounding growl as its guts plaster all over the floor in a nasty rain of entrails.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna take my other dagger and I'm gonna throw it at the other one.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. All right, go ahead.
Please. 18.
18 hits.
It's only
Roll your
D4, but
It is only a D4, but let's see what you roll.
it grazes it and just chew one little damage. But that's okay.
It gently caresses it. But you open up a line of as the blade glances in and digs in and opens up a chunk out of its back.
Yeah, I've only been bludgeoning him, so.
Yeah.
And now he's bleeding. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay. All right, Adric. There's now bodies of dead cats all around you, and one still engaged with Clem.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna look at that one with Clem as I'm heading over. Like, time to add one more. Let's swing at him.
Nice.
18 to hit.
It hits.
Oh, and I guess for the fun of it, let's just moves my bonus to move the hunter's mark over to this one
Okay.
for funsies.
Just for funsies. All right, so you concentrate on him, and the arcane art mark appears in your vision as it highlights him.
All right, and then I'm gonna roll. That's damage. That's an 8 slashing plus a d6. 11
Would you like
points
to
of
describe how
slashing.
you vanquish our final foe here?
It's facing Clem, I would assume.
It is.
No.
I want to just like come up behind it and just on some like straight dwarf, like from the ground, like overhead, and just cleave it in half, like at the body, like just straight through the spine, just through to the blade doesn't stop till it hits the floor.
Yeah, you don't get quite through everything, but you kind of you hit like backbone. You kind of withdraw slightly, and you're able to slice right through. It doesn't split him in half, but he definitely kind of butterflies a little bit.
Nice.
Down the middle.
Still satisfied.
And again, a wash of bloody entrails cover the floor. You hearing the crowd starts to go crazy as you realize you have now finished off, and some horns in the back go off to signify that you have finished.
Oh, thank God!
And killed the final. You hear Rommel Proxima, huzzah! Are you entertained? Our heroes are victorious.
When he's doing this...
Go ahead.
Sorry, continue. I just want to walk over and pick up my dagger. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, continue. Sorry.
No, absolutely. No, so as you see Proxima motions does some kind of movement with his hand, and as he does so, the wall of force that these posts seem to be imbued with vanishes and comes down, and you're able to now see clearly out into the space beyond. Congratulations, my dear friends. That was exciting, was it not?
It's easy.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your heroes, Gwendolyn, Nadric, and Clem.
Kind of just
the crowd kind of gives you a half-hearted but you can already see that they're kind of lost interest now that the blood has stopped flowing, and have gone back to more pressing matters of drinking and imbibing.
Kind of want to look at my compatriots and be like, I know this was a great fight, but I don't think we should ever talk about what happened here. Fight Club reference.
Understood.
I mean, I thought that was understood in the beginning. I'm ready for a drink. What about you?
I'm ready for 5.
Okay. Well, please, to grab a seat anywhere, and I'll send a server over, as well as I'll go get your winnings. You've earned them.
I feel like maybe as we come back, we'd probably try to scan the room for Yarga. At least just see where she's at.
Okay, give me a perception.
Are you gonna look?
Yeah.
And I'll scan the room for that other...
Maybe I'm too small. I can't see over the tables.
Yeah, you don't quite see her.
There's a pole in the way.
I'll kind of scan the room and see if Skin's around too.
I'll see if they showed up.
Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead and give a perception.
Since I'm searching myself, I'd like to give myself guidance here.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Sure. You say a quick prayer to Prelor as you look about the room.
Oh.
And
No one's
I rolled a 1 and a 4.
while your abilities are rather taxed after the fight, your lore, your god, gives you all the strength that he can give you. And
I newfound bloodlust.
You don't see anyone that matches, a large Goliath woman.
Sure.
In the crowd currently.
Okay.
After a few minutes, you do see Yarga kind of making her way back towards you from the back of the room. Why, that was rather exciting. It was a little touch and go there for a moment or two.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Touch and go, and I walk up like I wasn't touched. Touch and go, Yarga. What are you talking about? I call that domination.
Well,
Are either of you guys looking pretty bad right now?
I'm at like half.
while you're sitting there, you see that people who work for the handlers or individuals are coming out from back where these had come from, and you can see them starting to drag the corpses back out of general view.
Poor creatures.
I'll help them do that. It went fast, but I was helping.
And then you hear kind of doors being shut as that area where they were in is kind of closed off from the rest of the area around.
Well,
Well, my friends, well done indeed. We took quite a bit of action on your little display up there, and I'm very happy to say it was a very good night. You've earned this, even if your little bet covered. I am very happy to say that it was a good night all around. And he hands onto the table, each of you, a small leather satchel that you can clearly hear the jingle of coin within. Feel free to count it. It is all there, however.
It was 100 gold, right? Because we were gonna get 50, and it's doubled. Okay.
Correct.
Ah! I actually deleted my other gold. There we go. Thank you, darling.
Most certainly. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, I will be making my rounds.
Where did you find more bounders?
Is that what those were? I've never
I've
seen
heard of
anything
them.
like
Never,
them.
yeah, I've never seen one in person.
Well, for those with the ability and the resources, one can find just about anything. We did have I have a contact in the waste of Zorhas that can be persuaded to provide me with exotic creatures for a bit of sport.
But the crowds
I'd
love
say
that.
so.
Well, I am an entertainer, and it is my job to make sure that they are entertained.
Would you welcome us back to fight again another day if you find something that might pose maybe a bigger challenge?
I don't see why not. The crowd seem to enjoy you. You could perhaps work a little bit on your showmanship, but for a first time in the pits, not bad, I would say.
Do you ever
I've
do
never
like?
fought for sport.
Do you ever do like tournaments? Like fighter against fighter?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. It depends on the night and the card. But from time to time, most certainly.
Good to know. Oh, maybe next time when I'm in Zadash, I'll give that one a shot.
I doubt he'd ever have somebody as big as me to fight. Besides, well, obviously, the beautiful woman up front.
Have you ever been to Zadash? It's all sorts of people that walk those streets.
Zadash is A unique place, to be certain.
To be certain.
Great, rife with opportunity, but also with challenges. I would say that it is where I got my start.
There's a myriad of opportunities in Sadash. I'm gonna stare like straight at him as I say that.
He grins broadly without dropping a beat.
Insight check.
Certainly a myriad of opportunities for those with the foresight to pursue them. Go ahead and roll an insight.
Oh gosh. 13.
He seems to have acknowledged your little ploy of name dropping there. And you don't see him break. He's too polished and
Yep.
well versed for that. But he acknowledge, without overtly, you realize, it's clear that he caught what you were laying down there.
Picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
what?
I'd like to look at my little sack and make sure that what was promised is in there.
Okay. Are you going to count it out or just kind of get a good ballpark?
I'd like to at least get a good, see it. I mean, I feel like 100 gold would be like, at least I'd be like, all right, that looks like it could be.
Give a perception or
Okay.
investigation. Actually, do
investigation.
it. That's all right. That's okay. We'll use the perception.
All right.
Yeah, with the 19, yeah, you feel pretty confident. That's you don't count it all, but the weight seems right, and
All right.
that's a good. Yeah, that's if it's off, it won't be off by more than one or two. But you didn't get a sense that this is the kind of guy who's gonna squabble over, a gold piece or two.
All right. Just making sure. I'll take that, put that in my little pouch.
Yep. Tuck it away.
Pocket that.
Well, if there's nothing else, then I will be about my duties. Please enjoy the hospitality.
Thank you.
Yarga kind of
That's
just
okay.
comes up and just kind of pulls up a seat and sits down with you all, and seems content just to nod at Rommel and let him pass on.
Well, that was invigorating and somewhat of a waste of time.
Waste of time. Patting the gold.
I mean, the money's nice, but we're no closer to, our main objective.
We haven't talked to Yaga yet. Maybe she picked something up.
Maybe. Oh, look who it is, Yaga. Just who we were talking about.
Well, I thought that the point of all this was for you to talk to Rommel. Didn't he promise you information? Did you ask him?
Son of a bitch, he did.
I started to ask him about Goliath, but
I'm gonna go run after Rommel.
Okay. Yes, was there something else?
You promised information if we won.
Did I
didn't-
now?
Our original
He's-
deal, yes.
Kind of looking around, he's in the middle of a crowded room.
Oh, I thought he was outside of the room. Whoops.
No, he's just kind of moving around, mingling
Oh,
amongst the
I didn't
tables
Okay.
within the room.
I thought he was in the hallway.
Rush up. No, and you rush up to him as he's kind of glad handing, and he kind of motions you off to the side a little bit and pulls you
I would have
aside.
been super. If I had realized that he was in the middle of the room, I didn't see him. He was kind of blocked by shadow from where I'm at. I would have been a lot more discreet. I wouldn't have just ran up to him.
Like, oh yeah, you promised where you tell me where the bathroom is. That's the information.
Okay. Well, he grabs you by the elbow and kind of gestures and um, it moves you over. Well, a deal is a deal, and I did promise, and you did fulfill your end of the bargain and line both our coffers tonight. So I am a man of my word. Otherwise, I would not last long in this business. So, what is it that I can tell you?
Oh, well... Have there been any words of any Goliaths coming through town?
I think we both know that there have been. There's no need to dance around the issue.
Just trying to be careful. We're looking for one named Sken.
Yes, well, there aren't too many Goliath women into fighting in fighting circles, are there? So, no. Sken was indeed here. She came through here about 2 days ago, as a matter of fact.
2 days ago. Okay. So we're not far behind. That's good to hear. Did she...
Gwen, roll a persuasion.
Okay. Oh, no. Please be good. Oh, 411. That's bad.
Okay. It's all right. So go ahead. I just want to see a general,
Yeah.
disposition towards it.
So 2 days ago, did she make any inclination of where she was going next?
Well, I will tell you this. Skin is known in the circuit. She's a brawler. She likes to fight with her fists and her teeth, to be honest with you. She gets the crowd riled up. I mean, she's a very large, athletic woman who wears very little clothing when she fights and draws a lot of blood. You can imagine it's good for business.
Very good for business.
But Skin is, shall we say, a bit of an addict. She fights for fighting's sake, not for the coin. So I must say it was a bit of a surprise when she came in looking for money bouts. In fact, originally I thought that she would be fighting tonight. As tonight's are always our traditional money bouts. Other nights we have more fisticuffs and smaller bits. But she was supposed to be meeting with us and never came back. So I had to put in a replacement group, which went missing. And luckily enough, we were able to find you to fill the card. The god must truly be working for you.
Either that or they're mocking us horrendously. We came here looking for her. It would have been much easier if she had been here.
Well, I will tell you this. She did seem to need to raise funds to get out of town quickly. She mentioned that on several occasions. Well, at least more than once. Enough that it was very noticeable that it was her chief concern. It appears that she had some kind of imperial heat on her.
Oops. Let's see if I can spell. Yes, well, she's trouble, that's for sure.
Quite. Is there anything else I might be able to tell you?
Oh, you wouldn't happen by chance. Oh, you said she disappeared, so you have no idea where she is at this point. Do you know anywhere that she, anywhere she stayed, or did she just kind of show up and then leave and...
Give one more persuasion.
Okay. Come on. Oh, that's performance. That's perception. That's the wrong one. Ignore that roll if it goes through.
Okay.
I hit the wrong thing. That's better.
Okay. Well, I don't know specifically where she was staying. It's not something I personally ask of people. As you are well aware, some of my
Yes.
associates would rather not be sharing that type of information. I can tell you this, though. While I would not say that she is known for her courtly fashions and her time spent in, say, a beauty parlor, normally I don't believe she would not have had quite the smell of refuse and foulness about her that she seemed to have cloying to her. And the amount of mud that she tracked in here, I had to actually ask her to go clean up a bit before we would sit down in my office to speak.
Okay.
She did also say to me that she had friends who had helped to avoid some imperial entanglements, but she was also trying to now get away from them and make a clean break and slip out of Talonstadt.
Interesting. Some more acquaintances and friends at that point. Well, I thank you. This information has been most helpful.
A deal is a deal, young lady.
Indeed it is, and you have my deepest gratitude. And I'm going to take his hands and be like, good luck to you, my friend. And I'm going to slip him 5 gold.
How very quaint. Thank you very much. You are a charming young lady.
Some of us can't escape our pasts. And I wink at him and walk away.
Okay.
Adric, where's our drinks?
I was just thinking the same thing. Where are our drinks?
Well, you've had, in the meantime, while Gwen was speaking with Rommel, you've been served up several large tankards, pitcher size, if you will, of ale and a small bottle of dwarven spirits as well.
A toast to survival and future endeavors.
Clink, clink.
Yes,
Clink.
well, yes, to your survival. But did he say anything? Do we have a lead? Or are we just here futzing around?
I don't think he is the best place to talk. But I've got a thing or two. I just smile at her.
No one is paying the least bit of attention. And the noise in there is pretty loud.
Is it?
You do feel that, that you could easily have a quiet conversation. I mean, you were just having a quiet conversation with Rommel.
That's true. But I feel like people would kind of ignore him if he's talking to someone because he kind of has, he's up there. I just don't want somebody to listen in on us just because we're basically kind of nobody's here. Okay. Apparently she was here 2 days ago. She was looking for fights. She was actually supposed to be here tonight, but she didn't show up because she disappeared. She was actually looking for fights with money, which is contrary to what she usually does. Because as we know, she's a bit of a brute. The only lead I have as far as where she's going is she went somewhere to clean up because Rommel didn't... She was a mess, and Rommel didn't want it tracking it in here. So, figure out what that is. Maybe there's a bathhouse nearby. She was hurting for money and quite obviously trying to get away. Out of town.
Do you think if we were to leave here and go after her, we might be able to find her?
We have to figure out where she went. We don't know. She just disappeared. But whatever happened, so originally she was supposed to fight where we were, She disappeared. He replaced she got replaced by the alleyway patrons we met and dispatched, and then we replaced them. So in a way, we replaced her here. But if we figure out where she went to go clean up, she had friends in the city. Friends to a degree. But if we can find them, there might be a way we can convince them to give us a little more information.
Yeah, it can't be too hard to find a Goliath.
They do stick out. So if we figure out where she went, that would be our best guess.
And as begrudgingly, I'd stare at like the dwarven spirits, and then like put the bottle in my bag instead of drinking it. Like, we have work to do.
So she was unfit for this place. She kind of looks at you skeptically. Did he say anything more?
It is pretty
about
nice
that?
upstairs.
She said he said she was super dirty. He asked her to go get cleaned up. That's what she did. Apparently, Sken has some imperial heat on her, but it makes sense because of your contract. And this all happened within the last 2 days.
Well, if she was that filthy, I doubt that they would have let her in upstairs. They don't strike me as the kind to let mud-covered, smelly patrons in.
Perhaps.
Perhaps there's another way in.
I mean, isn't there a kitchen back there? Aren't there usually exits and entrances from servants' quarters?
Perhaps we could ask around.
We could ask Reggie. He would know.
Certainly. She doesn't look all that keen on going up and having a conversation with a big ogre. Excuse me, a large orc in suspenders.
Do you not like him, Yaga?
Yeah. Let's just say I'm leery of someone who could snap bone with a whim.
That's why you get in the good
I laugh.
races.
We still have more of that jerky, right?
I believe so.
Well, that could be our ticket.
Alright, do we want to go find our friend then?
I'd say we should. We've done our business here.
Yeah,
It's
we
quite
don't even-
fruitful.
Kind of smells down here too.
You haven't smelt the half of it in this country. Whoops.
Okay. So, what are we doing then, folks?
Gonna have to go find Reginald. Unless you have a better idea. I look at the boys. Taking a sip of my
No, he's on the way out of here anyway. Let's go talk to him.
So we'll
Hi.
go see my buddy, Reginald.
You find him in that kind of entry area. He's down apparently at the night time. He tends to be more located down here in the area. and not up in the cellar. But you can see him quite clearly. He's very hard to miss as he bulges out of his attire there. You see him kind of. It looks like he's like throwing some dice with Turk as they kind of block any ins and outs to the stairway.
You got Reggie's picture you can throw up again?
Oh, we don't have the map up anymore.
Yeah.
He's adorable.
I mean, I just wanted to see him myself, to be honest. I mean, I don't care about what other people are seeing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds here. Oh, for the love of God.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's all right. It's just tech tonight is very difficult.
Nice.
So, come on now, Tuck. Don't chicken out now. You're bound to get a better, hotter hand. As he's trying to converse this big Minotaur female into continuing to wager on the tossing of bones.
Not doing so well, Tuck. Betting is a tricky thing indeed.
Green one cheats. Oh, don't be a sore loser, love. So, not dead, I say.
As far as I can tell. It was a close one. Those four bounders are no joke.
Oh, that they aren't. Although, I'm glad that you killed them. The smell of those beasties. Ugh, terrible.
Well, I can imagine they're quite large.
Oh, hey. Eat us out of house and home. They shit the size of a log, they do.
Well, luckily you don't have to worry about them anymore.
Oh, I didn't have to clean them. No, no, no. But the smells, oh, worse than they come out of the sewers, that.
Ugh. So, Reggie, I have a question for you. There was a Goliath that came in about 2 days ago.
Aye?
Do you happen to know where she might have gone? Or if, like, someone needed to, like, clean up?
Well, she probably came in through the back way, eh? If she was a mess, they certainly wouldn't have allowed her through the inn upstairs.
Of course.
That prissy old dragonbone, she certainly wouldn't let nobody like that in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of attitude on that one for someone so small.
You said there's
No,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. There's back way. Into the sewer you go.
Sewer? Interesting.
Well, of course, love. We're underground, you know.
Oh, true.
Sometimes it's quite advantageous to have easy access. Where do you think we're going to put those carcasses?
Oh, boy. That's going to smell lovely in a couple of days.
Oh, the sewers smell pretty badly any day, love.
True. So, these sewers, where do they lead?
As she's doing this, I'm going to kind of try to nonchalantly cast guidance on her, seeing that she's trying to talk him out of something here.
Okay, patting her on the back.
Pat her on the back, and yeah.
Well, I don't really rightly know where they lead, so I know they sewers go underneath the city. People throw things down them. Outhouses empty into them. All kinds of nasty shit down there. Ha! 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 Did you hear that, Doug? Nasty shit.
That was good. That was
You
good.
are very clever, Reginald. um, would there be any way, especially since we just did all this and don't want to deal with the hubbub upstairs, do you think you could show us that way out? Just so we can avoid people, you know. I'm dreadfully tired and all that.
Go
Adric's
ahead and roll
pretty
that
bloodied up.
persuasion.
Okay. And I have guidance, which is the D4. And that's persuasion. Ah! Reggie's pictures in my... Wow, that was rude. But, 17.
Yeah. Oh, certainly. I've taken a shine to you, I have. Absolutely. Come, I'll show you the back way. You probably should know anyway, now that you're official Fight Club members and performers. Yes, certainly.
Do you hear that, boys? We're official.
Yeah.
So he leads you to the back of the area where you guys have been sitting, and you realize that there's kind of a almost like a saloon door type of swinging door in the back there, where the servants have been going in and out. And Reggie has to kind of scrunch sideways to fit through because of his size. Clem, you're going to have to do pretty much follow the same suit. But he kind of walks you back,
Sure.
and you see it's kind of a storage area. It's pretty well lit back here. You see crates and barrels and sacks, which clearly have, supplies in them. You see, going off in one direction to the right, an open doorway that you can hear the sounds of another type of, maybe a kitchen or prep area. And that's where you see the various the servers who are grabbing plates or food for the people eating are coming in and out of. But Reggie goes the other way and bears to the left. And he kind of walks you over to an area. And it almost is like a dead end area. And you see him kind of pull open almost like a doorway. But it's angled. Instead of being flush against the wall, it's kind of angled at almost like a 45-degree area. And as he opens it up, you see kind of a cross between a ladder and a steep staircase that kind of goes into the dark. And as soon as he opens it, you smell the nastiness of direct access to the sewer. Oh, I told you, not pleasant at all, now is it?
No,
But this will lead you to various points underneath the city here in Talsdot. Storm drains and access points throughout. Not really my bailiwick. I don't need to go in and out that way. Haven't for a long time. You understand. But those who don't want to pass through the scrutiny upstairs, well, this is a very good spot for them to come through. You understand me?
Understood. One more question. Do you know of any, bathhouses or inns somewhat nearby? If one wanted to tidy up a bit. Especially after going through the sewer, we're gonna need it.
You mean if the boss sent you? Well, the boss wouldn't let this Goliath girl that you were talking about upstairs. She tried to go and he stopped her. Sent her back through the sewer, he did.
Do you have any idea of, other places that... If, say you aren't going to be a patron of the Black Dragon Inn, what else is around? I'm not familiar with this town at all. I'm from Zadash, you see.
Yeah, so there's another door that he led you past, so he kind of backtracks a little bit, and he just kind of elbows with his giant meaty elbow, just kind of bangs open this door. And inside there you see, it's kind of dark, but there's like a bench there, and there's buckets of water and it looks like a table that's got older bloodstains on it. And above it, you can actually see there are some like bandages, and looks to be like hanging dried herbs.
Okay.
So it looks like maybe an area for treating of some of the wounded but not dead combatants. So we're not uncivilized, as you say. We have a place to clean.
Okay. So she probably did that here. Okay,
And
darling.
he kind of walks up, and you can see him. He pulls like one of the herbs, and he kind of crushes it between as he's saying this, and he's kind of rubbing it on his neck, to kind of give himself this little bit of nice smell to him.
Oh, can I get some of that?
Oh, I don't think it would do much good for you, sir. This is my own personal scent. But try it if you like.
Sure. Can I tell what kind of herb it is?
I roll a nature.
I'm an herbalist. I have a proficiency in herbalism.
Then you know that it is lavender.
Lavender. Very nice. Yeah, I'll rub a little bit of that on my on my neck, right where my neck meets my shell. Take some lavender.
All right, there, big fella. Don't be stealing a man's scents now.
I wouldn't dream of it.
All right.
I like a good smell.
All right, are we ready to go? I'm gonna look straight at Yarga to see if there's anything else she wants me to do.
Follow the trail.
All right, it looks like this is where we say adieu, my friend. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the help that you've given.
You take care of yourself, little one.
Of course.
It make me a little bit sad to know that you were dead. But don't.
Oh, you're sweet. And tell Turk we said goodbye. If we come through again, we'll bring home a fruit.
Well, she'll probably like that. So she's gonna get fat.
Only if she has too much.
Okay.
Then walk away.
Guess we just
So
follow the
where
trail.
are you heading?
Into the sewer.
Into the sewer.
I'm gonna pick up. Is there anything on the ground, rock, anything like that?
Not so much.
Empty bottle.
Yeah. You see some trash in a kind of a bin where there's empty bottles and whatnot.
Sure. Since it's dark, I'm gonna cast light onto a empty bottle and toss it in there.
Okay. Yeah, you see this kind of stairway thing kind of descending. And you looking through. Roll perception.
Nice.
Nice. I concur.
All right. So sorry, I don't have the chat. There we go. 18.
Oh, 18. I apologize. Yeah, 18.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. So you toss this thing down there, and actually, let's see what happens. It lands, and you think it might shatter, but it kind of bounces a little bit, and doesn't break. So it stays. It clinks down onto the rocks, and you can see there appears to be kind of like a ledge of stone that's got some mud or filth or something on it, which is probably the reason why the bottle didn't break from being tossed down into it. And then beyond it, you can see kind of almost like a trough of this kind of murky water, quote unquote,
It's poop.
liquidy kind of refuse, and it's kind of flowing slowly. You don't see it, and it is not a brisk kind of,
Not a
flow
whole lot of
going
poop in
on
this
right
sea.
now.
It's. I guess in we
Ladies
go.
first. Ladies first. I look at Yarga.
Age before beauty. I look back at you guys.
How old are you?
Probably younger than you.
While they're going, I'm like, oh, you act like you've never been in a sword before. And I just go. I start going.
I'll follow directly after him. I'm just giving him shit.
Ba-dum-bum.
I just. Do you know how exhausting it is to be that nice to someone? Ugh. But
All
you
right.
attract more flies with honey than vinegar, so.
Be here.
So you climb down, and you find yourself in this kind of landing. In front of you are, this kind of trench of rather vile, brackish, greenish, sludgy water. Everyone roll for me a perception.
Yes.
Now that you're here.
Oops, ignore the guidance. 19.
17.
10.
Okay. And you casting light on yourself, on your shield, rather?
I still had it on that bottle. We hadn't moved yet, right? I still had it on the bottle.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if I need to make a little light source for the bottle, or.
Oh yeah, I'll have it on myself. I'll have it on my
Okay.
on my mace.
And it's 30-15, right? 15 bright, 30 dim.
Yeah, let me check. I think so.
Okay. So Clem says a bit of a prayer, and his mace begins to
10-20.
light up. Oh, it's just 10-20. Okay, let me fix that. All right. The rest of you should be okay, however, and you see what you see. You see the sewers are going off in really three directions from here. You can see that they proceed to your left, and the passage kind of curves around out of sight. There is a direction leading directly in front of you, and another one to the right. However, from the right, you see a light source coming from an opening in the wall. Gwen, you can make out the crackling of what sounds to be almost a campfire.
Huh. I think there might be someone down there. Oh.
That was just some ambient noise
somebody?
that you still can hear from the Fight Club.
Okay. Bards are popping off. They got a drum out.
Can you see somebody?
I don't see somebody, but I hear something. Can I stealth and go take a peek?
Yeah, if you'd like to roll a stealth.
Shoot, ignore the Oh no.
Okay.
No, that's so mean. How dare you?
No, you're trying to be stealthy. Certainly. And you kind of are making your way. Okay.
I'm gonna have my daggers out while I'm doing this.
You see in front of you, there's a rat on the ledge,
Mm-hmm.
kind of crawling around, and it's seeing you coming, notices you, and starts to scurry away into the opening. But it appears to be just a normal, if not slightly larger, rat. Clearly,
Okay.
the sewers have been a fertile ground for it. I would equate it to a subway rat, but I think most of you have not actually been on New York
What's a
subways to see
subway?
them.
I mean, is it like one of those rats that are like about like this big?
Oh yeah, I mean seriously,
Yeah.
when I used to see them, they would be the size of my cat.
Yeah, I've seen pictures.
I've got cute little palm
Yeah,
mats. Probably not those.
No. Would I be able to hop the distance here?
Yeah, it's only
Jump it?
5 feet.
Okay. I would like to hop over to the other side
Okay.
and then move forward. And I want to peek around the corner. I don't want to like completely step out,
Okay.
but I also cannot see anything because of the light.
I'm gonna move you just so
Oh.
you can see.
Okay. Oh my
But-
god, it's that picture.
right? So you look around and you see in there's a small little alcove off the sewers. Almost looks like a kind of a natural formation. When they dug out the sewer, it had this kind of little niche in that probably about 20 feet wide, but only 10 to 12 feet deep at its deepest point. There's a small campfire that is burning in there. It's very low, but gives off a little bit of light. And you can see just by looking in, there's a couple bit of sacks in there. And there appears to be a halfling laying on a bit of moldy straw with a blanket underneath them. And he appears to have a slight wound. You can kind of see some blood on his tunic. And he's kind of sitting there just rocking and kind of trying to fitfully maybe sleep. You can't quite tell if his eyes are closed or not from your quick peek.
Okay, I'm going to step back and go back to my party.
Okay.
There's a room down there. A halfling. He seems injured. Should we go help?
Did you offer help?
Yeah.
Not yet. I wasn't going to walk in there by myself. I'm still injured from my last fight.
Well, if it's only a halfling.
As far as we know. I'll go first.
All right, let's go.
Hello in there. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
Who's that? Who goes there?
My name is Gwendolyn. I have my daggers put away at this point.
Okay.
We were just passing through and I noticed you looked a little injured. Are you okay?
I don't have anything of value.
Not looking for it. Not looking to steal. This time.
Roll a persuasion on that.
Make sure guidance is off. There we go. Oof.
Oh, I told you I don't have anything. I just want to be left alone.
Okay. I'm just gonna step away. He's not listening to me. One of you try.
Well, Clem, I think people find a big turtle to be quite nurturing.
What?
Maybe you should give it a try.
People hate me. I'll try. I'm going to guide myself.
Okay.
Hello there.
Oh,
Little one. How are
God,
you?
look at what the heck? What?
Oh, this is
We're friends. We're friends. We're friends.
Hi.
And I offer out a hand, a big clawed hand. What do you live here?
Just not all the time. I just I needed a place to lay low. What do you want?
Don't we all? Well, we were just wandering around the sewers. I don't know what we want. We saw your light. You look hurt. You okay?
All right, you roll your persuasion then with guidance.
Oh, a 4.
Oh my god, you guys suck.
Yep.
You're just like that last one who attacked me for no reason.
I'm gonna step out and be like, look,
Stay back.
from one small guy to another, we want no problems.
I'm gonna say you give it a shot, Edric, and I'm gonna try to guide you.
Hey.
Maybe Polo will help
right.
you.
All right, why did that? All right, so just we'll go around the horn. Everybody roll persuasion then. So go ahead, Edric. See how he feels about.
I'm gonna roll a 4.
See how
anyway.
he feels about you.
All right, a
Hey.
16.
The little guy's getting along.
He trusts me because I'm small.
Oh, well, the other one didn't even speak to me. She just stabbed me. So you're already being a little bit better, I guess. But it's not as if you come down and find a hole in the sewer to hide out in if you want company.
Well, I understand. I'm gonna take a slow step forward, and then I'm gonna burn a spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna kind of be like, "There, it's 5 points."
Okay.
And I'll kind of be like, "Tell me about the other one who cut you."
I just gave him 33 hit points, and that is not correct. Okay, that's better. Oh, and as you do that, you can kind of like see the gash that was in his side begins to heal and close up and knit up. He's like, "Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Thank you." Well, she was huge. She was huge, that one. Mean and nasty. And in a great hurry. I didn't even hear her coming, though. Turned around, she was right there. Doesn't say a word. She just stabbed me.
Well, we do happen to be looking for a giant person. Do you know what she wanted? Did she take anything? Did she run any direction?
How long ago was it?
Oh, no,
And I'm like,
it had to be.
And how
at
long
least,
ago?
Well, the day before yesterday, I would imagine. And I can certainly tell you where, since you was. Give her your Adric 16, and then hang on. You healed him. Well, I'll tell you what. I'd be very happy to show you exactly where she went.
We would like that very much. We're trying to find this woman.
As he says that, Yarga has been moving into the room. And she positions herself pretty close to this individual and draws her sword and lunges at him to attack him out of the blue.
What? What?
What the?
Oh, a 20 for a second there.
But she still hits with her surprise attack. And she gets 2 attacks, actually.
What is she doing?
Who's gonna help us? I burned a spell slot.
But she critically misses
Whiff.
with that, with the backhand on her. And then she pulls out her dagger. And everyone roll for initiative at this point.
Jesus.
I just realized you're playing some howling wind noises, and it's not the hurricane that's bearing down on me.
Oh, look at that 2 on the initiative. Hell yeah.
Got him. Yeah, that weather has not hit us yet.
12.
I mean, I rolled 7. Which means
I
I
got a
think
2.
I rolled a 4. So, no, I rolled a 3. So, ooh.
I think I rolled a 1.
Yes, you did.
I was like, man, how did I get 2? Yeah.
Get the bad rolls out, man. Yarga's gonna roll like super fucking high too.
So as they, this little halfling gets it, you see him, this look of just utter anger on his face, and he jumps back a little bit, and you see him. He begins to shift and change, and his nose starts to elongate, and he shifts and changes, and you see his visage change as he becomes to kind of elongate of his nose and his ears, and fur breaks out on his face as he takes on, and claws grow out, and his visage changes to the look like this.
Ugh.
Almost rat-like, half rat, half
bastard.
man.
Where at?
I believe that is his entire action to change. Okay. So that's what he does. Clem, you're on the outside, and suddenly Yasha has just attacked this seemingly defenseless halfling, and you see him go through this metamorphosis and change into...
What the hell? seeing what just happened, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. Seeing that all of a sudden there's a monster in front of everybody.
Okay.
I probably would have, heard what was going on and seen her with her blade in him. So
no, from where you were
dex save.
standing, you could see.
Oh, we were both probably just like peeking in, watching what was going on.
All right, so what's the
dex save? Dex save.
Yeah, sorry, just waiting for it to open up.
DC 14.
He makes it.
All right, then nothing happens.
Yeah, so he's able to kind of move in this kind of bestial kind of quickness and dodge out of the way as your Sacred Flame whistles past him. Anything else?
No, sorry, that's it.
Yarga seems to howl in rage as she sweeps at him now. You see her take her blade and slice across her the outside of her forearm, and her blade suddenly glistens with cold and almost like ice forms, crackles along the edge of her blade as she swings it down and strikes him.
Nice.
Scoring 4, but then also doing an additional okay, I'm gonna roll. Thank you. 2 points of damage from her blood malediction. So 6. She gets multiple attacks, however, so she swings backwards now with her blade, striking him for another 3, and another 5 cold. And now that she has also her dagger out, she attempts to swipe at him with that as well.
She's deadly.
But is not able to connect. I don't believe. Oh no, I lied. She strikes and strikes him with the dagger on a backhand, and for another 3 points of damage. Okay. Gwendolyn, you've just seen Yaga just kind of go apeshit on this thing.
So 5. Oh, my dagger's out. I'm ready. 5, 10, 15. Oh, nope. Is that not a spot right here? Shit, I can't get to it.
You can go in through Adric and then move back.
Oh, okay. It's going to provoke attack of opportunity, but that's fine. Maybe. Dagger. And I would get sneak attack because he is engaged with 2 people. Dagger. There it goes. 16 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, and 12 damage. And then second dagger.
Nice.
24. And this one is not with sneak attack. Just for a 4. So 16 total. Between the 2. And then I'll jump back because I have to.
Right. Okay, I think it's a second. I lost my audio feed here. Sorry. I'm having a hell of a night. Okay. Sorry about all that. I've now got my audio back.
Okay.
Okay. So 24 with the dagger.
Yes. And then 4 damage.
Excellent. All right. Let me add up because I lost what the total was.
It's 12 plus 4, which was 16.
Plus 4, 16,
Yep.
22, 30. All right. So you, with that, are able to slice through in the fury of your daggers. And before he's even able to make an attack, you kill him. You stab him through, and you end him.
Oof.
Oof.
Well, that was lovely. How did you see through that, Yaga?
Well, clearly, my training. Certainly, it must have been my training.
Insight check.
Okay.
So 14.
Yeah, she is not being honest. There's something really off about her. Very off.
I'm gonna go and loot the body. Check him out, see if he has anything on him.
Okay.
He was going to help
Roll
us.
an investigation.
Oh, it's almost a
Um,
15. Gross.
Yeah, you find on him. He's got a small little dagger. On him. He's got a kind of an old coin purse. That inside you find a copper ring and a few silvers, 7 silvers, and about 10 copper pieces.
Okay.
You do notice that his clothing has been often patched and resewn as you're going through it. As you see that his body now has reverted back in death, it reverts back to the form of a halfling.
Interesting. Does anybody know what the fuck this thing was?
Was someone who was going to show us where Scan went.
It was going to try and kill us.
Maybe not. I helped him, you know. Not every thing can try to attack us.
Maybe somebody wanted to keep him talking.
We're wasting time. And Yarka walks out of the room.
What was wasting time was being attracted to her. Crazy.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna roll my eyes and walk out.
Yeah, I guess we're back out here.
Okay.
Where one?
Actually, before we go out of the room, I kind of want to like lean into Adric and be like, "There's something going on with her. Be wary." And I'm just gonna walk away, and then I'm gonna walk out.
I'll just kind of give her like a low grunt of acknowledgement, like,
All right.
like I heard you, but I don't want to be like, yeah, I'll look out for her.
Thanks for the warning, friend.
As discreet as a very guttural voice could be. Just.
Do you know which way we should go then? Was there anything else in the room of value? I would have checked before I left.
Yeah, you saw mostly just there was some scavenged food, mostly dry tack type of stuff. It looked like more like it was like just a bolt hole more than anything else. And it would all be general knowledge to you guys. I mean, you would know what you've heard of, were creatures and the curse of Lycrothampi.
Oh, I was totally joking about the were-rat thing.
Yeah,
Whoa.
no. Yeah. And as it revert back to its halfling, natural form, you would have, it's fairly common nightmare stories that you get told to children.
All right, let's go.
Drag his body to the sewer.
Just leave it. The rats will take care of it.
Water.
The rats will take care of it. As the rat moves closer. It's like, oh look, free dinner. Yum.
They're kind of just trying to nudge him and wake him up.
Aw.
Well, they'll get hungry eventually.
Now where? Now what?
Well, there's 2 directions we can
left
go.
or right?
I mean, you killed our guide, so... Or started that, at least. I killed him.
Even from down here, you can see that there's at the end of this section of tunnel, there is a drainage pipe that the flow is proceeding into, but it's got a grate. It's got a metal grate over it, You can see kind of like the slime and algae kind of growing all over the grate as the sludgy water is passing through it.
I don't think they went that way.
You said that was down here?
Yep.
Okay. Well then, let's go.
Guess I'd get to this corner and maybe turn up it. Oh, that looks fun.
Yeah, you see kind of there's a rift
Oh.
is kind of in the ground. You can see across this kind of crevice that goes to a lower level where the sludge is also flowing and flows down over the top of it, disappearing into the depths. You can hear the general splashing from below. But
Well, I don't
you
fancy
can't
we
make out the bottom any stretch of the imagination.
don't fancy we'd want to go down there. I'll hop over and look this way. Where's the bottle with the light? Did somebody pick it up? Or is Clem
it's
just kind of holding it?
No, I cast it on my
No.
mace now.
Oh, you cast
Yeah,
it on your
it's
mace.
not his
Okay.
nose. Yeah. So he's carrying the light. You see some rats scurrying about, but you see now that you can continue well down a long corridor that proceeds down before turning sideways again.
I'm gonna take one of my sashes that I have that I wear on my arms and rub it on that lavender and kind of put it around my nose and then tie the sash around my head so that I kind of get that smell. So I'm wearing we'll say a light blue headband.
Okay.
Oh, a purple headband.
Glenn,
Con-
give me a
Oh.
perception. Give me a perception too.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, 20 on the die. That'll help. So, you are able to see down this corridor, and you can kind of see a much larger shape kind of moving in the dimness, just at the edge of your vision. And you see two pipes leading off to either side. But as you quietly move around the corner, you can hear almost the sound of muffled voices coming from the pipe on this side of
Ooh.
the passageway
Okay, I would like to.
with your 23. And you definitely see something kind of a larger shape moving down at the end of the tunnel.
I recommend stepping very lightly coming forward from here, and I would like to stealth.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
And then I would like to slowly make my way close enough so I can get a better listen in on that pipe. Or hopefully not.
It almost sounds like voices in the distance that kind of carry, but you can't make out the words because from distance and kind of echoing, and you're hearing all kinds of
Noise.
reverberations.
Okay. The rest of the party gonna come?
I'm not very quiet. I feel like I would get close enough that I could peek around the corner to keep an eye on you with my dark side as best as I can, but I don't want to be clinking around in chainmail and a echoey sword.
I'm holding a glowing mace.
Question about the small dagger that I took off the halfling. Is it still like a normal sized dagger, or is it actually like a tiny dagger to me?
It is somewhat smaller than a normal dagger, but would certainly be able to do the same amount of. Yeah, you think so?
Okay. I kind of just And the bigger one is this one right here, right?
I'm sorry.
The bigger shape that I'm seeing is this thing right here, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna chuck that dagger at that rat thing shadow.
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack. You get one surprise round.
15.
That hits.
Okay.
And you get sneak attack.
Yeah, I do. Rogue shit. Yeah. So 13.
Yeah, you hear a loud squeak as as this large, giant rat. You sink your dagger right into the side of its head and instantly kill it
Nice.
before it can even notices you're there.
Okay, I'm gonna hop over there and get my dagger back.
All right, as you do, another rat, seeing that, notices you, and
Jesus.
you need to roll for initiative.
That's fine. The rat goes first.
All of us, right? Or just her? Because she's.
Yeah, you all can roll. I doubt it's going to last that long.
Oh man, so close to going before the rat.
I don't even know where you're at.
You're far enough away that you're not going to have anything to do with this.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so the rat goes after you. Can we please just open up? And tries to bite at you.
Mm-hmm.
And it succeeds, and you take 4 points of piercing damage. You do notice as you get closer to retrieve your dagger from the other one that the other one had like kind of pustules growing on it.
Ugh.
And kind of had this ooze coming out of them, while the one that just bit you doesn't seem to be so afflicted.
Well, I'm glad that's the one that bit me.
All right, Clem.
I'm gonna do nothing.
You're not gonna move or anything?
I don't know. As far as I know, you were sneaking up ahead and told us to wait.
I never said wait, but okay.
Adrian?
Oh, I thought you did. That's why I haven't.
I would assume from at least here, I would have heard like that rat dying and maybe a struggle.
Yeah, from there, yeah.
I would use. I guess I would turn here.
I'm moving up.
I'll use my action to dash. And 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I guess
You can get across.
40, 45, 50. And then just to be there hearing one of my companions fighting.
Sure. And give her sneak attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. You're right.
Yep.
Don't admit that.
It's exactly what you were planning the whole time.
Yes.
All
Just
right.
take the ball.
Action well spent.
I am going to single dagger. The 17.
Okay. Hits.
Roll my damage.
And you stab down into its head and end it quickly.
I'm like, good thing I got here.
It definitely helped. Do we have any potions or anything? It got me. Not bad. Is it still alive?
No, you killed it.
Oh, okay. It didn't have the X. I was just like,
I'd say like we don't, and I'd step over and put a hand on her shoulder and burn my last spell slot for cure wound.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
take a short rest.
That's true, but if I'm gonna heal some random halfling in the sewer, I'm definitely gonna heal you. Max heal. Let's go.
Nice. So that's
11
plus
points.
11.
You actually healed a were-rat.
You did.
Yeah. We didn't know at the time.
Thank you, darling. Oof.
Don't mention it. seriously, don't mention it.
I would step out of that water if I were you, though. I'm gonna go and get the others. Are you coming or not?
So the pipe that you were listening at, that you heard the thing, is large enough for you to crouch and move through.
Oh, okay.
It will be a tight squeeze for Clem.
Okay, I was gonna say, would Clem fit?
You can, but it would be very, very difficult going for him.
I don't know where you guys are at is the problem. I can only see two squares on either side of me, unlike you guys who can see further. So
You could walk forward. Oh. I came back for you. Come on.
okay, I can't see in the dark like you can.
And then we will wait for our DM. And now see why rogues fight with daggers so much. For some reason, I just kept getting really confused how the whole like attacking with a bonus action thing worked, and then like I don't know, it just kind of clicked the other day, and I was like, oh, I could be doing a lot more damage.
That sneak attack damage is real, like
It's
super
really
clutch.
nice. It's really nice. Just wait. The higher level I get, the more dice I get. I think I'm very excited.
Sorry, I don't know if you guys could hear that in the background, but the cat got its paw caught in something. It was sounding like he was dying.
Oh no, poor baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't hear it.
Sorry about that. I was like,
It's
what
okay,
the
you saved the
hell is the
kitty.
matter with him?
He's just like, Dad,
Dad, help.
the nail stuck.
Oh my God, what is that?
Oh, poor baby. Okay.
Yeah.
I just went to get Clem and Yarga.
Yeah, I can still hear.
Okay, okay.
It's been a night.
I heard some voices through here. I think we can go this way. I don't know if we want to go through here, if we want to keep going. There's a corner.
Before we start going through any pipes, let me check. I'll like head down and like take a look down there.
Yeah, what it appears to be down the other end is kind of almost like a dead end, where a section of the sewer seems to have kind of collapsed, so kind of blocking the passage. Almost like a dead end.
There's a dead end down here.
Well, I guess there's only one way to go. And I jump into the pipe, peek down the pipe. I'm not just going to jump in, but I'm going to peek down to make sure it's safe. And then proceed.
You can see. Go ahead. Are you just... Okay, you're just kind of walking through the pipe.
Yeah, carefully. Keeping aware of my surroundings.
Okay. Clem, I need you to make a athletics check.
Since I know this is tough, can I guide myself?
Sure. Basically, guidance on yourself or anybody. You just sing a quick prayer to Pelor. Pelor, give me strength.
Exactly.
Pelor, it's...
So what was that, athletics?
Yeah, because you're gonna have to like force yourself down through this. Okay, then that's all. Yeah,
14.
That does it.
Nice.
Pelor's strength actually helps you when you start to get stuck. You feel almost his divine power flow through you, and you're able to break through and make your way down. Nyarga takes up behind you. She's kind of pushing you in a little bit.
Before I step out, I want to like peek my head out and look around.
Okay.
So I will say dirty 20.
Yeah, you see the corridor goes far to the left and seems to go around another corner out of sight. To your right, you see a strange little thing. It almost appears to be some kind of statue or idol in the middle of the sewer. And you see a little bit of trinkets and offerings kind of strewn about on the ground in front of it.
All right, I guess I'll hop out and investigate it for traps.
Okay, give an investigation.
13.
Couple things become apparent with your investigation of this. It is clear that anything that has been left here was quite some time ago. Everything is covered with a bit of sludge and slime. And anything that is here that you see is almost kind of just baubles. You see, maybe a pretty rock or a shiny piece of glass. Almost what looks to be a grouping of children's marbles. And looking at it, it almost looks like a kind of a crude statue that sort of resembles a large rat. But again, you get a sense that this has been here for quite some time.
Are there any, I don't know. I guess I'll hold off because I want to check something else if this other way doesn't. Are there any, anywhere that looks like it might have, a switch or something that would press to move it, or?
You're tapping at it, when you're doing investigation, you're kind of pressing on things, and it doesn't, look like you see any kind of hidden switches or, secret buttons.
Okay.
You use the pommel of your dagger to push at both the eyes of the thing, and nothing moves or releases.
Okay.
It appears to just be an old, strange rat shrine.
Just looks like a rat shrine. Nothing peculiar that I can tell.
Well, one might think a rat shrine by itself would be peculiar.
I mean, yes.
I'm like, guys, that thing we killed before, do you think we killed the rat god?
Maybe we did. Should probably keep it down a little bit. There could be more things here. I would like to stealth.
Roll your stealth.
16. Yargo flew.
Yeah, it's ever get it sounds like one of the tokens almost seems to get stuck to your mouse, and you don't realize that you're dragging him.
Yeah.
No, she stayed behind you. Sorry about that.
At least once a session that happens.
Yeah, that was one of those. She just somehow was connected.
This is another pipe I can fit through.
Yeah, so you can actually now, even with your just passively, you can hear voices coming from the other side of the pipe.
I'm going to motion... Real quick, I'm going to motion to Clem to cover his light. Cover it.
I won't be able to see anything.
It's fine. Just cover it for a moment. Just a moment. And then I would like to listen.
Okay. Give it perception.
Ooh, 52. I rolled a 19.
Listening through, it sounds like coming through a tunnel. You hear muffled voices. Predominantly, the one that keeps kind of being the predominant one that you hear is a deeper male voice. But you also hear another voice that's a little bit higher pitched, but not by much. But not as frequently. and you can actually also hear the sounds of kind of wet feet moving about.
Can I tell if the other voice is male or female?
It's hard to say with the distortion
Okay.
of coming through the pipe.
Can I make out anything they're saying, or is there still just too much?
Yeah, it's you're not making out clear words, just tones at this point.
Okay.
The one sounding angry.
Okay. I'm gonna hop into the tube or the pipe quietly.
Okay.
Right. This is another one we can fit in, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same size as the other.
And I want to see if I can hear better sitting inside.
All right, and that's with your 16 stealth. You hear kind of mumble, and then yelled out a little bit louder, enough for you to actually make out. You hear, "There will not be a repeat of this. Am I clear?" And then you hear kind of lower tones of response. And then you hear kind of chittering. That's the best way you can describe it.
Okay. Do I recognize the voice at all?
No.
Okay. Can I see them at all from where I'm at with my elvish eyes? Half elvish eyes?
Give a perception.
Blah, 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 blah. Where is it?
Yeah, you're able. You see through there. It kind of goes out. It heads out a few, maybe 20 feet or so, beyond the pipe opening where you're peering out of, and it opens into a larger area. Just beyond that, right before it opens up into the bigger section of this kind of room, or like a way station almost inside the sewer, there's a cloaked figure with its back to you. It's rather small, short, probably only 3 feet tall, in some kind of cloak with its back to you. Beyond which you can see just the back of a tall figure. But with your 20 perception, natural 20, you just make out, coming off of the top of its head, see large, whitish horns curling backwards. But you still can make out from behind.
I'm gonna tuck back in. Do you remember it was a tiefling that we saw in the gentleman that passed us when we first got to Proxima's office?
Yeah.
He's out there.
Hmm.
And they're threatening someone, I think.
That guy said he recognized me, or I seemed familiar.
And you've never met him. I mean, he's not...
Or have we?
What? I mean, we met him in Proxima's office, but... Proxitina.
Yeah, but I mean prior to that. I have an inkling, but I'm not sure.
Would you like to share with the class before we get ourselves in deep shit?
I feel like he potentially... Whatever happened to that wizard from the roof? Vanished, never to be seen again. Then 2 days later, we see a strange man Who says he recognizes me or I seem familiar?
Do you think it's the same guy?
I can't tell for sure, but just an idea.
Do we get involved? He said...
It's either that or I owe him 50 from a poker game.
Apparently something happened. He said there will not be a repeat of this again. Am I clear? So he's mad at somebody. But they're like right outside.
Should we go say hello?
I think we should be ready for a fight if we do.
Look at Yarga and Clem.
Clem, what do you think?
I'm ready.
I'll head up. Kind of with like, I guess, shield drawn. And kind of try to squeeze my way through. Probably once I get here. Should I roll a stealth to see how not quiet I am?
Are you trying to be quiet?
I feel like I would try. Yeah, I wouldn't just be like.
Yeah, I would hope so. Okay,
Yeah.
I would hope so. So I can't like go, dude. Are you stealthing?
Yeah, no, I understand.
But I think yes, it's somewhat understood that you would be trying to be quiet. So yes, go right ahead and give me a stealth just to see how.
Come on,
Now,
dice.
You're wearing. What are you wearing?
I believe I am wearing. What is it? Chainmail.
Are you wearing full chain?
Yeah, chain. Yeah, chainmail.
Then you would be at disadvantage for your stealth.
Sick. All right, here we go.
The joys of
make
heavy
sure,
arm.
make sure that you're not wearing chain shirt.
Yeah, no, it says chainmail.
Oh, then you're wearing full chain. Yes, then
Yep.
you are definitely at disadvantage. You clink,
right.
you rattle.
Come on. Come on. If there's ever a god, I need you now. All right. Well, at least, you know what? Dice don't lie, though. The dice don't lie.
You might need to find a new patron, my friend.
Yeah, if anybody couldn't see what that was on the thing, it was a natural one. Critical fail on that. So as you are squeezing through, your shield kind of catches a little bit on the thing, and you kind of bounce off, and you wind up scraping the back of your chainmail all along the edge of the metal pipe. And as you do so, the cloaked figure that you saw wheels about and faces you. And you see the long pitched nose of a kobold looking at you with out of the hood of this cloak, and he goes, "Boss, boss!"
If they look at me, I'd point at. Do I see that ladder over there?
No, because you got this corner here.
Oh, okay. I would just say, is this the exit from the fight pit?
Oh, you know what? Because I forgot to put those in on dynamic lighting. I'm sorry. So you say, is this the...
I'm trying to improvise. I've been a pirate. I've been in this situation before.
Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? That's not. I take that back. Yes, you can see. I was wrong. That's not a wall at all. That is tile.
All right.
And then this is kind of like it's more of a muddy sludge on the ground. But these are actually raised up tiles that you can actually step on to get out of the sludge. So yes, you can totally see that ladder over there.
All right. All I would do is just to add to my explanation is point at the ladder.
Roll deception. Because God knows, I mean, you got a natural one. You could get a 20 here.
No,
but you don't come even close.
I saw that 18.
As you say that, you see the individual whose back was to you turn, and wearing this kind of whitish robe, you see this mask on his face that appears to be almost like a dragon with these long horns coming up, this white dragon mask and these white horns. He carries a staff in his hand, and he looks and you are annoying little fools, but perhaps this will be when we take care of you once and for all. And he points at the kobold, and I need you all to roll initiative. Dun dun dun.
Where's my icon?
Yeah. Now, where was that 17 5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
That would have been nice. Oh, it didn't. Oh, I guess because I didn't click my token first, it didn't add it.
I can just add it. That's all right. You don't have to reroll. And you got a what? 17?
Well, it was 18 with my +1 from Dex.
18. Okay. No worries. All right, Gwen.
Yeah.
I would say that you heard Adric's kind of attempt at deception. And you could clearly hear, since he was yelling at him, a voice telling him to settle him once and for all.
Okay. Oh gosh. I also heard that the guy referenced that to take care of us. So am I still stealthed, or because we're in initiative now, he knows we're here?
I mean, he doesn't know you're there.
Okay. Then I would just step in here. And can I see this guy here with my dark vision? That he's there?
Thank you for doing that, because my machine is going ballistic over here.
Oh.
Not from there, but if you move into the pipe and get to the end where you can see through the hole.
Yeah.
Behind Adric, not even that far, even
Like
back
right here?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Then from there you would be able to see him. Yes.
Okay, I'd be standing.
Okay.
I'm standing.
Then I am going to, hopefully I don't regret this, I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness at him. Because I'm not going to let this bitch get away again.
Damn. All right.
He has to make a, this is going to go so well because my DC is so low, but a Constitution saving throw. 13? Yeah, that passes. But I think it still does damage. Let me double check. How on a failed save? Oh shoot! I make a ranged spell, or I just make a ranged attack. So if this hits, he's not poisoned. Sorry, I didn't read the full thing.
Okay.
Come on. 15 to hit?
Hits.
Cool. And that is 2d8, but he is not poisoned. First level.
Okay.
Wah! I don't know why it rolled sneak. Yeah, I only rolled 4.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, I have sneak attack marked off. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
That's okay.
And then I'm gonna duck back in here.
Okay, so he does 4 points of poison damage.
Yeah, but he is not poisoned because he passed the.
Nope, I understand.
check.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm good.
All right, Adric.
I'm gonna move. Kind of gonna, I guess, like, since she already casted something, back to 5. Little help here. And I'm gonna move 5. And I feel like I'm gonna try to stay, like, I guess with my what's dark side, I can see like 60 feet, right?
Yeah, you can see.
So I can
All the
see
way
that there's all
down.
those people and stuff. I wouldn't exactly go charging in there with all my friends through a pipe.
Basically, what you can see on your screen,
Yeah, I could see.
as Adric can see. Yeah,
All right.
because I'm looking at what you can see. See how it's dim to the
Yeah.
far side? Yeah, you're still able to make out all of that.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I think, and I'll just kind of wind up my sword, and I'm gonna save my action for what I assume this kobold's probably gonna try to attack me since his.
Okay, so you're going to
Okay,
hold your
I'm gonna take
action.
care
So
of
you have
me.
to tell me what the trigger is and then what your action is going to be.
The trigger's that kobold to run up on me, and the action is to cut through him like a knife through butter.
Okay. So for kids out there, what you would say to your DM is that the trigger is when he comes within melee weapon range, I will make a melee weapon attack with my Eldritch Blade.
Correct.
But when you're playing at your home game, say whatever the hell you want. Because I knew what he meant. Okay, cool. Very good. Yarga is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to step through and step out and look around and survey the scene in front of her. She's going to see the man in the white mask. She's going to see the individual behind him. And at which point she slowly turns towards you, Adric.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Draws her sword almost like as if she's moving slowly in a trance and attacks you with her longsword, critically failing
Oh, thank God.
and missing.
Perhaps it was my charm.
She does it again and misses. And she pulls out her dagger and tries to stab you with her dagger and misses in all 3 of her attacks, moving not robotically because she still has the grace of a blood hunter, but not moving with the full fluidity that you have come to expect seeing her in other combat situations. The white mask individual. You see him make a motion about himself, starts to chant something, and suddenly you see kind of arcane energy kind of coalesce in and shrink on him and surround him. And now over the top of his white robe, you see almost like this glittering
Mage armor.
spectral armor form about his person.
Thinking mage armor.
At the same time, he looks at you, silly little fools, and he moves back and takes up position in front of this large individual behind him. And motions at the kobolds. Take care of these annoyances. The kobold here rushes forward and goes to attack you, triggering your reaction.
Yeah.
Actually, so here's a point of thing that I have been doing wrong. And the correct thing is it's after their action, then your reaction goes. So he actually does get to attack first.
That's fair.
And I did not know that. In fact, and I have been doing this wrong for years.
It feels like you would like attack first, but interesting.
Yeah, like right, yeah. If you were waiting for it, like
Exactly. The common sense would say that he did, but as soon as well, you know what? It's my rules. It's my table. Go ahead. As soon as he walks in, because you're always waiting for him to step into range.
all right.
But I'm 95% sure after rereading Xanathar's. Yes, that hits.
Okay. Damage. 8. I know it's a kobold. Is he technically a goblinoid creature, or no, not really? Kind of like
No, he is not.
All right, so he gets 8 slashing.
So apparently I have. Oh, there he is. Way up there. Okay. All right. Okay. So, and this is why it's kind of important, because you do a quick slash down through the front of this kobold and eviscerate him on the spot as his, and he looks down and he tries to pull him back up. He drops to his knees and falls forward at your feet, dead. See, that's why it kind of makes a difference. But so we'll have to look up that for rules as written, just to double check again at some later point. All right. However, there are more than one. As these two move forward, the full extent of their movement, and draw out hand crossbows.
Oh, this little shit.
And fire at you. One hit. For the first strikes you, hitting you for 6 points of damage. The second fires at you and hits again with another 21 for another 6 points of damage. You take 12 points of piercing damage, knocking you unconscious.
Oh, fuck.
Adric is now down. Clem, you've heard a ruckus at the other end of this tunnel.
I can make
Roll
a
your
figure right.
athletics. Roll your athletics to see if you get stuck.
Oh, no. Please roll well.
I'll try. I didn't mean to guide it.
Nice.
22.
Yeah, the 22, you're able to push through. You feel a slight resistance, but the wrath is upon you as you shove her through and burst out the other side. You see Adric now down, unconscious on the ground. You see Yarga standing
He's
with
right here, I
a sword
see.
drawn and a dead goblin.
Okay.
You see two of these kobolds with hand crossbows out. You see...
I don't know that I see them. I can't see anything but Adric and her with the way my light goes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you only see the you do make out these two goblins. Or, I'm sorry, goblins. I'll be all right. These two kobolds with hand crossbows out, just at the edge of your vision.
Okay. Well then, seeing Adric on the ground, my reaction, of course, is going to heal him.
Okay.
So I'm going to use an action to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Hope I roll well. There you go.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll take
Bringing
that.
up 10.
Oh.
And then, as a bonus action, I think I'm gonna need my spiritual weapon.
That's a good call.
It's like, hell yeah, you are.
Right here. And have it smack that kobold. with an 18 to hit.
Which one, the top one or the bottom one?
The bottom one. There we go.
All right, go ahead and roll it. So praying quickly to Pelor for his wrath to smote your enemy.
I assume the 18 hit, sorry.
Light begins to gather and coalesce and forms into this coconut smasher directly in front of the kobold, this small little 3-foot kobold in a cloak. And it smashes down on top of his head, flattening him like a pancake down onto the ground. And one shot just snuffing him. Almost like Ben Kenobi's robe falling to the ground. All that's left now is this mush inside of a cloak. I didn't do it. I'm just telling you that.
I think I got 5 more feet of movement then.
You don't, actually. You can't get past Yarga.
I can't go up here.
Oh, yes, you can. As a matter of fact, I keep forgetting that those aren't walls. I apologize.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you can step up out of the muck onto there. Absolutely.
Sure. Just to block. I want to unblock the pipe as well, so other people can come through.
Absolutely. My bad.
No, that's all good.
I made the map, and I'm screwing it up. So.
And
all right, Gwen.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Let me check. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. God, I can't do anything! 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna hop here. 20, and I would like to cast Toll the Dead on... No. Yes. Wait. Which one does... No. I want to do... Firebolt. At this motherfucker right here. And that is
Cobalt
it. Spell.
Soul Girl suddenly flexing her arcane.
Trying to. The dice don't want to
Ooh.
let me. Ah!
Unfortunately, your aim is a little bit off, and you don't take into fact that he's only 3 feet tall. And if he'd been a normal person, you shot him right in the face. But as it is, it streaks. The firebolt streaks across over his head and smashes into the far wall.
Can I use my bonus action to hide in one of these pipes?
This one you can't get too far into, but go ahead, yeah, roll it. We'll see.
25.
Yeah, you're able to kind of wedge yourself in there.
Okay, I'm hiding.
Okay. Adric, you come to, finding yourself lying in this kind of nasty shit on the ground, literally.
Shit.
I'll be okay.
Bless you.
Ah, what a night.
By the way,
and as your eyes open, you're laying down in the shit. You see Yarga kind of towering over you, but you're not.
Normally, this would be a dream. I'm gonna use half my movement to get up, and can I clearly see that Yarga's still in like a daze?
She doesn't look like she's in a daze.
Or like.
But I mean, she's looking at you angrily, like with intent.
I don't know. I would find it weird. Yeah. You said she wasn't. It did seem like she was moving like herself. I feel like. I don't want to like hit. I feel like I wouldn't hit her with my sword. I feel like I would try to maybe like give her a pop. Like, what are you doing? I roll to smack her in the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or non-lethal damage.
Yeah. But so I guess that's just like, because like I know I wouldn't get the same bonuses as my blade, obviously.
No, you can attack her like normal.
Okay.
With non-lethal damage. So you're basically using the flat of the blade, as opposed to or attacking her in spots that you know would hurt her, but wouldn't necessarily kill her.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. All right, so I'll roll.
Oof.
And that hits her.
Sick. All right, and then yeah, so like still roll damage, but it's like 13 points of non-lethal damage.
Shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Wake up.
All right. So you smack her. You know, you slice her. You catch her in the leg, not opening up the femoral, but opening up a nice gash that she's definitely going to notice in an attempt to get through to her to try to reach.
Hey, Mickey, I realized I messed something up last turn.
Okay.
I cast 2 spells. I forgot that the bonus action's still a spell.
Oh.
So can you undo my spiritual weapon? And put that guy back live?
What spell did you cast?
I did Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds and then spiritual as a bonus. Thinking it was the first one was the cantrip and it wasn't. So yeah, I messed up.
Well, I allowed it.
Okay. Sorry, but I totally didn't think about it.
I didn't catch it, so it happened.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You felt the extra flow of Pelor's presence.
Turtle power.
I mean, you
Turtle
are in a sewer.
power.
Just
I'm in a sewer wearing
Is this favorite terrain for
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
and I'm wearing a purple headband like Donatello.
Wow. I wish Yargo was wearing yellow now.
I've been fighting Splinter before too, so I mean.
No, we killed Splinter.
Exactly.
Whoops.
I don't know. Wow, what a coincidence that all this has happened. I don't understand how that could have possibly happened.
That's
Does
awesome.
that mean Lee Sun's gonna show up?
Okay. Moving on.
Oh shit.
Adrian, you have a bonus action.
I don't know. I feel like I would just yell something at Yarga as I hit her.
Okay.
Really, just snap out of it. What's wrong with you?
Okay. Between the blow and your plea to her, you see her kind of shake her head and she's almost pounding her the blunt of her dagger and her sword against the sides of her head as she tries to seemingly fight off something.
Come on, Yarga.
Well, let's put it this way.
No. Oh god, this is disgusting. Oh my god.
And you hear her kind of scream out and pain and clutching the sides of her head as she does so. And she pitches forward into the muck, seemingly unconscious or dead, or one of the two. Based on that.
Oh no. And we don't have anything, do we? Oh my god.
Clem may potentially have another spell slot. Otherwise, that's all. This is meta knowledge. We wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Those of you, the two of you, I don't know if Clem can actually see this, but both Gwen and Adric, at the edge of your, in the other opening, you see the masked figure. Well, this is rather disappointing. Such wasted effort. Come! And you see him grab the top knot of the kneeling figure. Now that he moves to the side, you can see that what looks like almost a normally heighted individual is actually a much larger individual on her knees. And you see the white skin and black tattoos of a Goliath, and matching the description of Sken. He grabs her by the ponytail, and he starts to chant and moves his hand, and a purple flash opens in the air between you and him, and expands and slides and engulfs him and Sken, and they both disappear through a dimension door and are gone.
Shit.
The kobold, seeing its master having departed, bolts and climbs up the stairs and flees. And just gets out of your visual. All right, Clem.
Where did that thing go with the crossbow? Step up and ask you guys.
Saw it, yeah, you've been able to see from there. You saw it kind of run up and scurry up the stairs.
I just saw it. I would have. I didn't see. I just saw it leave my vision, so I can't even see stairs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. In your dim vision right there, you can. The resolution on your computer, we got to work on.
Yeah, it's just black right there for me.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm now looking quote unquote through your eyes. So yes, you definitely can just make out the stairs, and you just saw him, not stairs, the ladder.
Okay.
Clem, can you help Yaga?
Yeah. I'll kneel next to her in 1 second.
Do you have another
Ain't too
spell?
much, but it's something. Oh yeah, I barely use any spells.
Oof.
It's something.
It's better than nothing, yeah.
It's just from dying. Don't oof me, Gwen.
Still one. You don't know where I am.
I heard you oof. I heard you oof from wherever that was at.
That was a player oof. That was your.
I can't see you do much better.
To be fair, I oofed as well.
All right. Well, she's not dying. And she's stabilized back with a few hit points. Oh, why did I do that?
I don't know.
I didn't even think I did that. That's really weird.
Like, well, I'm not gonna retcon now. She's now dead.
She is dead. No, we're fucked.
All right.
I can do it again if you really need me to, unless one of you are hurting more.
I'm gonna
I'll
go
be
ahead.
fine.
I would like to run this way and see if I can see anything over there, even though I pretty much know what happened.
Yeah, as you move over there, there's no trace of anyone.
Can I roll an Arcana to see if I know what that spell was?
Yes.
Oh, nat 20.
There you go.
22.
Yeah, and especially with your background, you know there are certain spells that allow you to move instantaneously between places. Simple ones like Misty Step are ones that you've worked on and done the rudimentary study of as in your past, shall we say, without revealing too much of it. But you've also heard of greater ones where teleportation circles can be set up and permanently move between great distances. but as you saw this almost kind of slash and door open in reality and slide them through, you are pretty sure that you were witnessing the dimension door spell being cast, which could put him a great distance away from here by now.
But in the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, you do know that it wouldn't be too difficult to cast multiple dimension doors and be quite a ways away.
Well, that was lovely. We found Sken. Then we lost her again. Are you okay, Yaga? I'm gonna help her up.
She kind of resists your help as she sits there, and just puts her head in her hands. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me?
What's the matter?
I've failed. And yet, I've succeeded at the same time. And I'm so confused. I don't understand what's happening. And then finding yourself, your quarry in your grasp and now gone, and your ally turned on you and now seemingly not. You are left in the stinking sewer wondering, what will you do now? And that is where we will end
Sick.
this episode and our summer as we head into our August break. So close. You were so close.
It's so far. Oh, I feel like it's a good place to.
Yeah, no, but oh my god. Fuck this white tiefling dude.
Hey, thank you all for sticking through, and those of you who did make it to the end. I don't know if anybody, all that technical difficulty. Hopefully, when we go to rebroadcast, repost this, we'll do some editing on that. But anybody who was brave enough to make it through that, thank you guys for being patient through all that. I don't understand. I go so many days and so many games and no problem. And then we go to broadcast it to everybody, and the world blows up. But we want to say thanks to Syrinscape for adding some of those cool backgrounds and whatnot. Thanks to Hashtag for having us.
Thank you, guys.
I love that. Ben, our man in the chair, doing all the great stuff for us and making us be able to be what we're doing. That's a little loud.
That is really loud.
Thanks, CJ, for your help writing and for all of you guys who give us support and tune in each time. We're going to be off for a few weeks. I've got to move. We're going to probably be shifting days so as not to compete with Critical Role. You know, the elephant in the room. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll pick up to see what will befall our heroes.
And thank you everyone who comes and watches and is stuck with us for 10 episodes. Like, it's pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
And if you haven't seen past episodes, they're on the hashtag YouTube. You should watch them.
And I've been just told in my ear that you should be able to also access them on Twitch to download.
There you go.
So that's thank you, Ben, for that little piece of information.
Nope. Oh, we were talking about something else. Sorry. No, sorry. Take that back. YouTube. Just check it out on YouTube.
I take all that. We'll fix it in post. I'll be fixed in post.
Sorry.
I take all that back. It's been a long night.
Yeah, it has.
Check us out on YouTube on the hashtag Arena YouTube channel. If you're finding this there now, then congratulations, you successfully passed your investigation check. Nicely done. All right. So, anybody else? Anybody? Any shout outs or thanks to anyone?
Thank you, Mickey, for the game.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mickey.
It's very
So,
fun.
We'll rest in peace, our poor, unnamed, never even got to tell you his name, halfling, afflicted with
Splinter.
lycanthropy. Oh, he had a name. Oh, he had a name. Yeah,
I mean, truthfully, it's Yarga's fault. So
Since we killed him before he got his name out, we get to name him.
it was almost as if he was, going to give you information that
I tried.
shouldn't.
I mean, you did kill your NPC with your NPC, right?
At least Yarga's
All right.
not dead. Yay.
All right. Well, thanks everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Be good. Stay safe and wear your masks.
Wash your hands.
And we'll see you in a few weeks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Guys.
Thank you, everyone.